What's good, YouTube? Back in the video. Today, we are here, bro. Leaked. The underground economy of leaks. I know some of y'all don't even know what the fuck this shit mean, what the fuck this is, bro. All y'all seeing is a 2-hour film, and you hearing a white man talking. Listen, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, gang, this is literally gonna inform everybody on what the fuck the leak community really is in the juice comp, bro. Including me, bro. Honestly, gang, I joined in like what 2023, 2024. I joined a community. I'm looking at all this shit. I'm like, yo, how the fuck is this getting leaked? Yo, how they getting this money, bro? Yo, shit's gonna get devious, bro. I don't know what the fuck he gonna say. I don't know who the fuck he interviewed. But look, bro, we are here for it, bro. We are here for it. W Mans, bro. Sharky's told me this shit was dropping in like what? It's been like fucking 5 or 4 months he told me about this film, bro. And I was like, damn, June seems so far away, and look at us now, bro. I deadass can't wait, gang. So look, if y'all don't got y'all snacks, bro, then get y'all snacks, bro. We got some popcorn, you know what I'm saying? Fresh ketchup for fresh popcorn. We got some motherfucking sour. Ew. Oh, bro, come on, bro. These the watermelon fucking sour patches, bro. These the watermelon sour patches. And then we got some fucking Cheetos, gang. I did not choose these chips, bro. Chill out. I did not choose these shits, bro. I did not choose them. But if y'all ready, bro, hit that like button, subscribe to your boy, and look. We gonna see what I just shed a tear. Yo, chill. I'm scared on what the fuck is about to be revealed. I don't know. I'm scared. What's good, Lewis? Turn the fuck up. Cheetos fire. All right, we gonna see, bro. I haven't had Cheetos in a minute. But look, bro. Come on, tell me. I've been waiting for this.
Think of your favorite song. Likely, it brings vivid memories, whether it be where you were the first time you heard the song.
Nigga, no, bro. Okay, I promise I'm not gonna be pausing so much. Let me calm down. But my boy, who the fuck is listening to a new Juice League at fucking Dairy Queen, bro? Nigga, that's probably Cars Store or some shit. Dairy Queen, are we for real right now, bro? You could have shown some better places, bro. Come on, gang.
Or that one time you felt an intense emotion while listening. Music that we feel in our souls is healing, and that fact is no stranger to scientific research. We as people are listening to more music on average, and
yo, who you feeling like, bro? We think I'm making a movie.
Scientific research.
Don't count my pauses, Owen. Do not count my pauses, gang.
We as people.
I'm not hating, bro. Yo, y'all niggas take anything as hate, bro.
Listening to more music on average, and it makes sense. We seem to grow an attachment to a certain artist because they speak what feelings.
My bad. Is it 4K? Come on, gang.
Or emotions we may or may not be able to express. We listen, but sometimes an artist's entire discography isn't enough.
That's facts.
We want more.
Yeah.
We may beg the artist, but
yeah.
they don't always budge.
Yeah.
This is what leads to.
Yo! Oh shit! I feel like I'm watching a movie. Could have got some better juice clips. It's okay.
If you listen to unreleased music, work alongside an artist, or you're an artist yourself, you're likely familiar with how the music industry works, so this portion may come as a review to you. But it is recommended to watch this regardless. Close your eyes and imagine the scene I will paint for you. It's 5 p.m., raining, and you're in your hometown with your friend who makes music. For the past 10 minutes, he's been on a FaceTime call with someone you don't recognize talking about samples and clearance. As you enter into a
wait, what did he? Okay. I had to open my bad. I had to open my eyes. I had to see if he was showing me clips, bro. I can't be missing anything.
Room your friend booked for the night. You sit down.
Grace, if you don't just work out to my voice.
Around. You see your friend going into the recording booth while someone you aren't very familiar with sits in the room in front of you, next to all these buttons and sliders. The beat starts playing. Your friend sings into the mic while the person in the room with you records the vocals and edits them. You're curious, so you decide to understand the environment better and do a quick Google search on your phone. and you find out that your friend was on a call with a producer who creates beats by tastefully sampling an old hidden gem of a song.
Okay.
You then wonder how easy it is to work all of those buttons you saw, and come to find out that it's a large learning curve worthy of only someone who likes to be an audio engineer.
Okay.
You quickly connect the dots and it all makes sense.
Yeah.
The producer produces the beat, the artist sings, and the audio engineer works the vocals.
Facts.
You realize that songs require a team and they take genuine effort. Today was a good day. No technical difficulties, just pure passion and storytelling. You trust that each step of the process acts as a team and at their best effort.
Am I still supposed to have my eyes
Open your
closed?
eyes.
Oh,
that
thank you.
artist would go on to post snippets of 2 songs he had made that day. Over the coming months, he spoke to his management hoping to clear the songs, or in other words, obtain permission to use the samples embedded in the beat from the original songmakers. One songmaker agreed to clear it at a price of $500.
I'm not locked in. Oh my god, I'm not locked in. I keep reading chat.
The other refused.
I'm not locked in, bro. My bad. Now, what are we talking about?
You trust that each step of the process acts as a team and at their best effort. Open your eyes. That artist would go on to post snippets of 2 songs.
Yo, Brax, are you dead ass?
He had made.
Cause I seen the footage com. I seen footage com the Turkey server. They said new footage or whatever. I didn't know what footage it was. I was just gonna check it out on stream.
Open your eyes. That artist would go on to post snippets of 2 songs he had made that day. Over the coming months, he spoke to his management hoping to clear the songs, or in other words, obtain permission to use the samples embedded in the beat from the original songmakers. One songmaker agreed to clear it at a price of $500. The other refused. The cleared song released and it was a hit, but some fans wanted the other one too. Months went by, fans kept calling for the song to release, but it never did, and fans, not knowing of the process, were left puzzled. After some time, one would expect fans to forget about songs once previewed by an artist, and some did, but the same couldn't be said about the growing few who saw a need for it. They would try to market it and ensure the song wasn't forgotten and remained in the eyes of fans. Take for example the song known
Yo, kill yourself, bro.
as Quitter by WRLD. Ever since its preview in 2018, a select few fans wanted the song to release. However, it never did, and accounts like Posting Quitter Every Day were created, where
Oh my god, I remember accounts like this, bro. Nah, oh my god, what was an account, bro? Yo, I know y'all seen accounts like this, bro. Yo, I don't see them shit any. Bro, what the fuck? I remember.
as the name suggests, daily a post of the snippet would be made.
I don't know if it's cause I'm not on IG com anymore like that. But bro, niggas used to do this shit all the time.
Reaching streaks of more than 500. Now, let's say the artist retires like J. Cole has been planning to following the release of his The Fall Off album, or doesn't keep up with fan demand for their music like Frank Ocean, or unfortunately passes away and production
Brax,
halts.
why are you talking like
In
Twitter
turn,
isn't
fans
already
would
out, bro?
complain, make memes, really do anything for the lack of new releases, until those capable of it take matters into their own hands.
What? Oh shit.
If they couldn't get an official release, they'd get it elsewhere, through a list of unethical tactics you likely didn't even think would work. Despite increasing efforts for cybersecurity more recently with 2-factor authentications and security keys, for some, if there's a will, there's a way, and there is no stopping. This mentality is exactly what gave rise to the underground communities of unreleased music.
Yo, chill, gang. What do you mean nobody's safe, bro? Is he gonna teach us how they hack?
One can list any mainstream artist, and an underground leak community likely exists or has once existed.
Cowboy, bro. Yo, can somebody find me a Cowboy underground unreleased shit, bro? I can't find them, bro. I can't find them.
And artists themselves were conscious of this. Take Lil Uzi Vert for example, allegedly beating up one of his leakers to set an example.
Skinny ass, bitch ass.
Oh, this was real. Oh yeah, I remember this shit. Yo, I remember this shit.
For example, allegedly beating up one of his leakers to set an example.
Skinny ass, bitch ass nigga, sit down. Fuck is wrong with you?
You know what's so funny, bro? Every leaker will be done like this, bro. Every leaker can be done like this, bro.
Fucking hacking all my shit, motherfucking leaking my music, nigga. That's my goddamn job.
Or when he put a lyric in one of his songs calling out another. While a separate documentary can exist
Was
for
he
each
rare
of these
updates? Wait, I remember this song.
in one of his songs calling out another. While a separate documentary can exist for each of these communities with individual histories, one in particular catches the public eye. With fans talking amongst each other, influencers reacting,
Oh shit! Yo, how did nobody tell, bro? How is nah? Some of y'all actually didn't watch the doc. I'm so surprised nobody ever told me this, bro. Like how did I not get spoiled not once, bro? Yo, what the fuck, bro? I did not expect this, gang. Yo, you should have interviewed me, bro. Like, that's my nah. On some real shit though, like, yo, how do I tell y'all, bro? Like, gang, I've been new this shit, bro. Like, I've been new this shit, bro. Budgie, that's my god, gang. That's my god, bro. Like, bro, me and Budgie been locked in. Like, yo, I had to keep it on the low for so long, bro. How do I tell y'all, bro? We got more subs than him. That don't mean shit. What the fuck bro? Do you see what this nigga created, bro? He clearly a better content creator than me. What the hell?
with fans talking amongst each other, influencers reacting, and
Wait, bro, this nigga probably don't even know me. He just searched up Juice for a leak reaction, bro. Come on, bro.
even news articles being posted.
No!
With fans
No!
talking
Wait, this is the
amongst each
bad
other,
rap, bro.
influencers
So many mid leaks. Why you gotta put me hating on the songs? Oh my god, that's bad looks, bro. That's bad looks, gang. That's bad looks, bro.
reacting, and even news articles being posted, all for its unimaginable prices per song, amount of songs leaking, and community efforts.
Oh my god. Yo, chill. It's not gonna
One
be
can
longer
think
than
of these
3.
communities almost like a medieval kingdom, where the one who has more or better songs is the one with most status and receives the most attention from community members. And this analogy is exactly how hierarchies in these communities run. The largest and most impactful example within the leak community would be that of WRLD's, and within this, there have been many attempts at overthrowing the king of the community, so
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, yo, who is this nigga, bro? Who the fuck? Like, yo, show your face, gang.
to speak. But one reigned supreme and seemingly was untouchable.
The Juice WRLD story. Yeah, I believe it is. I believe that's him.
Despite releasing 7 projects before, with no substantial growth in his brand, Juice demonstrated the work ethic everyone would later praise him for and kept making music. After releasing his breakthrough EP, Nothing's Different, on December 22nd, 2017, with the song All Girls Are the Same 999, Juice was on his way to stardom, and it was like a switch flipped in him. His next project would come to be what chiseled his name in the marble of music history, this project being Goodbye and Good Riddance, originally named Fuck You Bella. The album would release on May 23rd, 2018, and that week people could listen to some of today's most nostalgic music. Black and White, Hurt Me, Wasted, Robbery. Wait, Robbery? That's on his Death Race for Love album, one might say. And yes, Robbery, 2 days prior to Goodbye and Good Riddance. A 3-song pack was mysteriously posted even before Juice's first studio album, with the first leak ever occurring on December 20th.
Hennessy was the first leak? Wait, motherfuck, bro. Oh my god, bro. I pressed circle by accident, bro. Give me a second. I pressed circle by accident, bro. Give me a second. I pressed circle by accident.
Ethic P99.
Bro, there's no way. What the hell?
Release on May 23rd, 2018.
Where am I?
Waste. Robbery. On December 20th, 2017, Juice had this problem from the very start.
Wait, that's facts. Yo, that's some... No, that's ass, bro. Oh my god, wait. Wait, no. I don't like how he said that, bro. I don't like how he said that, because are you basically trying to tell me that niggas kept, like fucking with Juice, bro? Like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean, gang? What do you mean Juice had this problem from the very start, bro? That is crazy, though. His first song to leak, December 2017, bro. Like, damn, bro. Y'all that's not even after like his blow up, bro. And motherfuckers was already leaking his shit.
On December 20th, 2017, Juice had this problem from the very start. But what if it was his own doing? Over the years, rumors have spread online that Juice himself had leaked those songs in order to promote his album. The main theory that backs his claim is that Juice himself would listen to leaks of his favorite artists, and that Juice was easily influenced by those he looked up to.
That be the remedy,
On the
yo,
contrary,
yeah.
multiple videos exist of Juice showing annoyance to his songs being leaked in later times. Regardless of this conspiracy, it's anyone's guess, and the situation poetically foreshadows what was to come.
What?
By no means was Juice WRLD's leak community the first to start. The practice of sharing leaks dates back to the early days of the internet, with sources mentioning Depeche Mode's 1993 album Songs.
1993 niggas was leaking shit, bro. Imagine being a 1993 leaker. Ain't nobody finding your ass, bro.
Of faith and devotion as one of the first to circulate among chat rooms before its release. Although other examples exist dating back further at smaller extents, like the pizza tapes, where an artist trio gave a CD
Nigga talking about, I remember that.
just recorded to a pizza delivery man as a tip, only for the trio to hear the song
Yo,
on
Prod, why you want to see him so bad, bro?
the radio not long afterwards.
Yo, come on, bro.
The first widespread leaks.
You
would,
fall in love
however,
with his voice or
occur on
some shit?
Napster, a widely known file sharing platform in the early 2000s, most known for the sharing of music. Despite Napster's platform being used primarily to pirate officially released music, it opened up the door to any other audio files, starting the widespread distribution of leaks that many of us are familiar with today. Now, as Juice grew in popularity, more and more fans felt a deep connection to his music. And as was mentioned, they wanted more, sharing snippets of Juice previewing music on his live streams on Instagram, or really sharing any type of information regarding new leaks. Starting in late 2018, a Discord server by the name of Juice WRLD.
Oh my god. This is what I really wanted to find out, bro. We about to get the real lore, bro. Hold on.
Leaks. Starting in late 2018, a Discord server by the name of Juice WRLD, nicknamed Juice HQ, was created by a small group of people, and no time was wasted in mere speculation. Obtaining songs unavailable to the general public was prioritized. The first of more than 1,000 to come, a song named Rebel Blood was bought for $50 on the 2nd of June 2018. Then another came, and another, and another, with a total of 99 songs leaking in the year of 2018 alone. Complicating potential releases and bringing up questions as to how these leaked, the amount of songs leaking caught the attention of Juice, and he decided to speak on it, visibly feeling annoyed and defeated on this Instagram live dating August 5th, 2018.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna hack me if I don't show them no attention. Y'all not.
You gonna hack him if you don't show him attention? Wait, I'm not karate, bro. Can y'all stop lying, bro? How much into this are you? Oh, I can't do math. 9 minutes. 9 minutes, bro. I don't think I ever seen this IG live before, bro. What the fuck?
2018.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna hack me if I don't show them no attention. Y'all not real fans. What type of person you? If you admired me so much, why are you threatening to hack me to try to have a conversation? I talk back. I talk back to the people that fuck with me. I respond to DMs. I do all that. But it's like, I'm not Jesus, my nigga. Like, I don't see everything. A nigga still be having the nerve to have my shit saying, we gonna leak this, we gonna leak that, we gonna hack your shit.
Yo, what did this bitch just type, bro? That ass, though. Like, this can't be from a different country, bro. Like, bitch got numbers in it. Nah, bro, come on.
For what?
You the new ex? Yo, niggas was been saying that since back then. That's crazy.
What is wrong with y'all? Not y'all, but for what, though?
Bro, you are Jesus? Holy shit. Yeah, exactly. He's not sad. That's just how his voice was back then. He was also smoking saves and shit. Come on, bro. This raspy Juice. Man, I love Juice. It feels like he's still around. For real, bro. Nigga changed his name to Jared, bro. Oh my god. Okay.
For what? What is wrong with y'all? Not y'all, but for what, though? Like, why are you hacking me? Like, what the fuck?
Bro, this made me feel bad though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this made me feel bad, bro. It's like, nah, deadass, I do want to kiss him, bro. But it made me feel bad, bro. It's like, damn, bro. Imagine how Juice would feel now. Like, damn near all his music is fucking leaked. Like, I feel like that's so, I don't know. That feel like a shitty ass feeling, bro. I don't know. Yo, you don't sound gay, V-Lone. Shut up.
Hella weird. Niggas is weird.
This community would continue on buying songs for the sole reason of hearing them in full quality, but it remained like a community where individuals came together all with a common goal.
Yo,
to
Mary,
listen to
Mary, I get it.
music. Sometime during 2019, however, the community would evolve from Juice HQ into Juice Hub, an infamous
I
Discord
low-key remember this. I think I remember this a
known
little.
as the place that everything was orchestrated and the place that became so iconic that its identity remained until essentially the very end. With the introduction of Juice Hub came a particular figure that would soon grow to be unstoppable and highly influential.
Oh my god. Wait, this is scary, bro.
No.
Yo, how do niggas have screenshots like this?
A figure that would soon grow to be unstoppable.
I was there. I honestly believe Merc. I believe Merc. I was in that server as well. Yeah, Mary too. Bryce is definitely wasn't in the server. I've been gone for a bit. My bad to the people who've been trying to reach me. I literally don't even have a phone right now. If I do come back, I'll make a public statement addressing everything that happened. But just know there was a bunch of out of context shit to me. Look as bad as possible because I didn't want to send my entire vault to some random nigga online. Was long overdue for break, yeah. Easily 30,000 that I could have sold without leaking for free. So I don't know why people even had the audacity to speak up about me. I heard everything that happened and I know who said that. So thanks to the people who didn't jump to conclusions. Anyways, today is about Jared. For real, been a year without this man. Yo, bro, you okay? Okay, look, not even on no Glaze shit though. But you see how like more like in touch niggas were back then, bro. Like we was like closer. You know what I'm saying? Like although we know how Googly is nowadays. Like you feel me though? Like it seemed like it seemed more sentimental, bro. Like I don't know how to say it, bro. I don't know, bro. How much did this motherfucker make in total? Yeah, this nigga Googly, bro. You see that old Googly aura? I mean, to be honest, he has more aura nowadays, but what's it called, bro? This back then, bro, was more like a damn. I mean, shit. Not gonna lie, he probably did have mad aura back then, cause he was probably one of the only niggas leaking shit, bro. And he leaked Willing to Die. Damn. That's fire, bro. Oh my gosh. He has Bryce, he has aura. Okay, bro.
And highly influential, known as Googly.
Me and Googly agreed to never sell juice above $400 the day he... What? Who is this guy?
Following the month of May. Googly started out like any other member, unknown, lacking of any connections, interested. Googly started out like any other member, unknown, lacking of any connections, interested in Juice's music, but he quickly realized he wanted more than just to listen to the leaks. He wanted the power. He wanted...
Oh my god, yo, this nigga's cook. Yo, I'm sorry, yo. I'm gonna try my best not to pause, bro. But this is making me so hyped, gang. This is making me so hyped. Like, yo, this is crazy, bro.
Another member, unknown, lacking of any connections, interested in Juice's music, but he quickly realized he wanted more than just to listen to the leaks. He wanted the power. He wanted the status, and most of all, he wanted the money.
I am
Darkstar. Who the fuck is Darkstar?
Darkstar. I was one of the, I wouldn't say OG owners of Juice Hub, but one of the founding members, I would feel like, of Juice HQ and all that stuff. I'd say we were all very tightly knit, you know. I feel like it was kind of our community versus every other community that was out there, and we all kind of stood by each other. And we just were a very strong community in terms of group buying. We finished group buys faster than any other con. We always...
What the fuck? Yo, this nigga talking about his shit like a clan, bro. Like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? We stash shit like, yo, the fuck? Okay, bro, damn. Why you talking about this shit like it's a clan, bro?
Just always got the outreach out there. We got all the fan pages involved. We got all the... just a lot of members in the community. So I feel like that had a lot to do with it. But in the beginning also, I want to include that it was mainly 2 or 3 people, and then Googly joined. And then I feel like when Googly joined, the toxicity kind of rose a little bit more from him joining. At first, when he first...
But yeah, go finish the maze bot so I can get some money from Malcolm and buy double chicken from. Thanks for funding my Chipotle addiction. Can you quit your job, pick up a job at Chipotle, and give me 30% off there instead? I mean, bro, I don't know, gang. It looked like he started off pretty quick, bro. Like, he got on this type of timing very quickly. Because nowadays, bro, we see leakers be on this type of timing all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, a new leaker pop up, bro, this nigga gonna be talking like this. I should specify burritos from taco trucks. Yeah, this was the first. This is the start of his, like, the start of him getting money, bro. This nigga wanted mad food. He was a fat ass, bro. Holy shit. I can grab Chipotle now. Can we take a moment of silence? Can we take a moment of silence for Tyler, please? This man has to travel far away to get Life's Beauty Chipotle? What the fuck?
It kind of rose a little bit more from him joining. At first, when he first joined, he was just like very cocky. Like, first, just show me the songs. Where's the songs? Who can I buy them? Who has the most songs? I need more music, more songs. And I feel like, you know, it was cool because he was letting us group by those songs. But I feel like for the long-term aspect, it was more of a money grab in that, you know, sense.
Oh, nah. This is water right here. What the? Yeah.
But if he did like Juice WRLD from the start, so, but he just didn't seem like the biggest Juice WRLD fan in the world to me, you know, and he just was very toxic in the way he carried himself in the community, like, oh, I have all these songs, like, you must respect me and blah blah blah, and he was very kind of racist in the beginning. He would always say the hard R and stuff, and I tried to.
Merc, is what you sent me gonna be in the doc or not?
And he was very kind of racist in the beginning. He would always say the hard R and stuff, and I tried to correct him on that and get on him about that, and me and him butted heads a lot because of that. And he really didn't like me at first, and I didn't like him at first because he just was so new to the community, and he was just so strong.
I'm awake.
Like, right off the bat. Oh yeah. I feel like he definitely tried to give us a bunch of songs. He definitely looked out for the little guys, you know, he listened to recommendations and different things like that. He also took like the time to go through snippets with people and try to find good songs, but so, you know, I feel like he definitely was for the community. But
Googly wasn't just some random person, he was clever. Instead of seeing the common goal of listening to music, he wanted to become the source, to have the ability to play with supply and demand, be
Googly crunching on some? Go back? What I miss? What do you mean? There hasn't been a picture or nothing.
he listened to recommendations and try to find good songs, but so, you know, I feel like he definitely was for the community. But
Googly wasn't just some random person, he was clever. Instead of seeing the common goal of listening to music, he wanted to become the source, to have the ability to play with supply.
Yo, Brex, Cairo exists for a reason, gang.
Supply and demand, be monopolistic, be the market itself. In the context of song selling, although it's not a perfect representation, it is comparable to the art market. Imagine you're looking to buy a painting done by Jean-Michel Basquiat. A painting would likely be cheaper if there were many others on the market from different sellers, because each seller would try to undercut the other seller to sell their painting. The presence of more songs to sell should lower the price that can be charged. So, to conclude, in Googly's case, limiting song supply should theoretically let him charge higher prices. Hence, to accomplish this, he, along with a few others, would band together and create a highly private circle that rarely anyone was ever let into. In this, they would discuss how to get access to new songs, which were in the hands of either those who helped to make it, or the executives responsible for approving or disapproving releases for the songs. In order to understand how these songs were often obtained, it's worth taking a brief intermission to explain the process. Please note,
this is entirely for educational purposes, attempting to perform any of the following. He's gonna teach us how to hack!
approving releases for the songs. In order to understand how these songs were often obtained, it's worth taking a brief intermission to explain the process. Please note, this is solely for educational purposes, and attempting to do any of these will have legal repercussions. And if you are prone to these attacks, it's recommended you stay up to date with your passwords.
Nigga, bro, if it's easy, y'all all would have some leaks on us, bro. Like, what are you talking about, Gim?
And data leaks. In the most likely case, a common way to obtain these songs was through database leaks. producers or audio engineers known to have worked with a specific artist, or even have a singular picture taken in the presence of an artist would be enough evidence to suggest a potential collaboration, and therefore worth looking into for those who sell music. After a target is determined, their information would be checked via multiple data leak websites, and usernames and passwords would be noted. And with this information, industry typical cloud hosting
Yo, this is scaring me, gang. Yo, this is scaring me. What the fuck? Yo, this not real, right? It's not that easy, right? What do you mean, bro?
Taken in the presence of an artist would be enough evidence to suggest a potential collaboration, and therefore worth looking into for those who sell music. After a target is determined, their information would be checked via multiple data leak websites, and usernames and
can y'all stop
passwords
scaring
would
me?
be noted. And with this information, industry typical cloud hosting websites like Dropbox or iCloud would be targeted, with the leaker attempting to sign in as if they were the producer.
Yo, ew! Why this old ass man blinking? That's creepy as fuck. Yo, stop, I'm scared.
iCloud would be targeted, with the leaker attempting to sign in as if they were the producer or audio engineer themselves. In the past, this was a first step approach.
What the fuck?
And due to two-factor authentication not being as emphasized
That's somewhat
as it
added.
is today, it was easy, and brute forcing, like
Yo,
adding
true.
an exclamation mark or an @ sign, often worked if the leaked password didn't originally, likely due to password setting laziness of the user. Another common method would be through keylogging and phishing attempts, where an unknowing person would have a keylogger placed on their computer, something that records the keys pressed on the keyboard, all through a downloaded file for the first
Yo, I'm not like I was laughing at Prod, bro. This nigga capping.
case, or be linked to a fake, identical website to input sensitive info that in reality records the information put in and isn't in fact the real website. If those methods didn't work, while unlikely, another means would be to contact the person who is in possession of the song, asking if they would send the song in exchange for a sum of money. Understandably, this seems ridiculous and make-believe, but it has happened numerous times within multiple leak communities because it's hard to prove the leak was deliberate on the end of the producer or engineer in possession of the song. And it could have come from anyone involved in the making or management of the song, leaving the blame for a leak among a list of people.
So I'm Perp Dino.
Hey, why is that your profile pic, bro? Yo, I hate it when this picture popped up, bro. I'm like, who the fuck made this shit, bro? That's just too fucking graphic, bro.
I've been involved in the comm loosely since before Juice died. I guess technically now I'm an owner in Music Hub, which is one of the like OG offshoots of Juice Hub. All right, so I was honestly just shitposting in a Young Thug Facebook group, which kind of a weird place to meet someone who has exclusive MP3 files, but I was able to come in contact with someone who was in contact with Hollywood J, who is the producer of Irony. He worked with like Gucci Mane and a few other artists like that. So I was just basically like middlemaning, kind of connecting the dots for the Proxy and Hollywood J to find someone to
Yeah. Get to
like
the point. Get to the
facilitate
point.
a group buy, basically. He messaged me first because we showed like a mutual interest in Juice, and he asked me if I knew anyone who was interested in buying a song. And I was like, I think I
got more, and he has the full song MP3, but I don't know about the stems. But bro, let's clout off this. I gamble. Who is this supposed to be? Googly? I'm gonna post 20 to 30 seconds on YouTube and help you get group buy and get Juice WRLD core clout. He'll refund me to 50 out if we get thousands for him the song. Let me message this dude Frankie in a little bit. I'm an admin in his server. What the fuck?
could probably
Hollywood J, okay.
find someone who will run a group buy for you. I was able to connect him to like Frankie and Monix, who at the time, I was like, yeah, these guys will, you know, do it right. Didn't necessarily turn out that way, but I was able to just kind of connect the dots for them to meet up and discuss things further in a Discord server. I think it's a pretty scummy practice. I understand that there's a lot of like bullshit with labels and not getting paid out properly, and I understand that some people aren't necessarily getting the credit or the like money that they necessarily assume they would, but I think it's a kind of scummy practice for these guys to be going and being like, oh, this is an artist that I worked with. Like, I think there's like a sense of integrity when you're a producer.
Wait, no, he might be actually. Stop showing so loud. My bad. Do you actually hear it? I can't hear that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie though. He's not yapping though. So wait, if I'm kind of looks like Joe Burr. What if I'm understanding what he's talking about? Right? Is he basically saying that like the producers or engineer, whatever the fuck, whichever one it is, that worked with Juice wouldn't get their money off the song because obviously it didn't get released, meaning they would try other ways to get money off the song, like which means giving it to a leaker that's paying for it, and that producer is probably selling it for like 1,500, and then the leaker leaks it for way more. Yo,
producer or an engineer like that, where you're not gonna let this music leak because, you know, when you step into a studio, you should be like, okay, this is a secure place. That you're here. Let's make music.
Bro, are y'all niggas trying to basically say that every fucking producer Juice was with? Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Nah, that's fucked, bro. That's fucked. Oh my god.
You know, when you step into a studio, you should be like, okay, this is a secure place. That you're here. Let's make music. It shouldn't be, oh, can I make music on the side? Can I, how can I profit off of this guy's death? I think it's scummy.
If none of those worked, the final step would be to SIM swap. When the individual is smart enough to change passwords and keep them unlike one another, smart enough to not fall victim to Trojan horse methods, and refuses to take a bribe for the music, leakers would pretend to be the victim themselves by social engineering the phone provider, and would request their phone number and plan to be duplicated or transferred to another SIM card. This would lock the victim out of their own phone's cellular service and provide leakers with access to intercept messages sent to the phone number to bypass two-factor authentication and password resets for targeted websites. Over time, these methods have become more and more difficult to do because of tightening security and corporate memos emphasizing the need to be more vigilant against attacks, and as a result, it's led to more high-profile attacks, leading to more arrests and nationwide news coverage for certain hackers due to more trackability. These methods, with the rare exception, were the exact ways that leakers would get songs, and Googly was no exception. With these songs in the hands of Googly and others wanting to make money off of their illegal work, they would host group buys in a Discord server separate from the main one where information about the song was posted, if available, along with the price. Essentially a crowdfund but with specific additions. These group buys would take place selling songs for large amounts such as Girl with the Blonde Hair now releases Arctic Tundra for $750 on April 2nd, 2018. Or Bye Bye for $700 on September 27th, 2019. With many others in between and after, the group buys continued, remaining around under $1,000 for price. But how was the money sent from so many people to one account without it being flagged?
Alright, so
From so many people to one account without it being flagged.
Alright, so I was a holder for group buys, I'd say, starting around late 2020 through probably early 2023. It started off with only juice buys. It eventually evolved into more stuff. I did Uzi buys, a couple other miscellaneous ones as well. I ended up being the main holder that Googly / Vault of Juice would use for his buys for that time period. So the way a group buy works is...
Imagine you met Juice back then and you're casually playing an unreleased song. Ah, damn, my bad, Juice. Ah, fuck, bro. My
A seller
bad, my bad, my bad. Ah. Yo, but Juice, it wasn't my bad. It wasn't my fault, bro. I found it accidentally on YouTube, bro. I swear, bro. I just wanted to, bro. I'll fuck with you, gang.
will come forward
I'll fuck with you, bro. Chill, bro. How far am I? I'm like 21 minutes in.
typically to an organizer. One example I'll use is with the Juice World community, it was a little bit different. Googly was kind of the main seller. Like a lot of communities have various sellers. A bunch of people will pop up with different songs, all backed from one guy who usually was hidden from the public. But with Googly, he was like the guy to go to. So, for example, it would be Googly going to whoever the organizer was at the time. There have been various people over the years. These people, he would usually shuffle out after a certain amount of time for whatever reason. The seller would come to this organizer, say,
I don't
"Hey,
know.
I'm looking to sell this song and then this song."
I'm guessing he never revealed his voice because wouldn't they want to alter his voice to like stay anonymous?
This organizer say, "Hey, I'm looking to sell this song and then this song." Sometimes they would give a lineup, meaning an order of songs when they would be sold publicly to leak in a group buy, and say, "Hey, I want this amount." Say it's $8,000 for a song, but the organizer is the one with the rep in most cases. Sometimes the seller themselves has their
Yo, he
own rep.
losing me. He
Googly
losing me,
usually
bro.
did, but sometimes the organizer only has rep, meaning they would say, "Okay, I need to make $8,000. Let's make the group buy $8,500. You, as the organizer, keep a portion of it. It can go to the server. It can go. Some of it can go to you." Which did not happen all of the time. Not every organizer took a cut, although some did.
Understandably, if all the money was sent to one address from hundreds of people, it would be much easier to lock the account and take further action. To circumvent this, groups of people called holders would be formed with each member holding one or more payment methods like PayPal, Cash App, or cryptocurrency. That way, there was an extra step in the process, and if anyone were to get restricted, it would be the holders and not the seller. The day is December 8th, 2019.
Yo!
Juice WRLD passes away, and the world is shocked. People start flowing into the leak community, realizing that songs are no longer guaranteed to be released.
Ah, shit.
Then, Googly leaks a song by Juice titled Sleep Paralysis for free.
Oh, it's probably one of the best times though in my life, just being a part of that community and seeing how close everyone was, especially when Juice WRLD died.
See?
Seeing how everyone came together and like supported everyone who was really taken back by it and really upset by his passing. And it's just, you know, seeing the outreach from everyone is just amazing to see. So that was really good to be a part of.
It was well received in the community due to it being free and as a way of appreciating the music in a let them eat cake kind of way. This free leak brought Googly a lot of respect, putting profits aside to let the community mourn the loss of Juice in a way that brought the community together. This, in retrospect, however, was likely an opportunity taken by Googly to gain liking with the new influx of people. And this act seemed to
Wait,
pay
that's
off for him, because
crazy.
when the year 2020 came, prices rose to above $1,000 on the regular, even reaching $4,000 for a single song. Despite the increases in price, Googly achieved what he wanted. He had a multitude of songs, had the influence, and had the power. Along with the
Get dog, nigga, season. This is what you get for block. And niggas was probably on his side back then. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
insights of his circle, he would price the songs, pushing limits each time, depending on the community's criticism of potential songs, and he would sell them. Over time, people began to be hesitant for the future of the
Spanglish is
conversation.
now $900. If we get this done by Monday, I'll sell all right for cheap. Yo, he's literally naming like OG leaks. That's so fucking crazy,
He
bro.
would sell them. Over time, people began to be hesitant for the future of the community.
Wasn't it like 47K or some shit?
Given by rising prices and being sold songs that the community didn't necessarily want.
Back in 2018, when Googly first joined and was trusted enough to sell to buy the comps to sell songs, he's seeing how bad people wanted these songs and how much people would donate. So in his mind, he wanted to raise prices. He joined the call and we started discussing the potential limits of how much a Juice WRLD MP3 will sell for. I of course suggestions to keep prices lower, but he insisted on profit maxing. At the beginning, a Juice song would go for 200 to 500. After his death, they skyrocketed 1,000. And now they see 10,000 plus due to the slow and steady increase of the buys going up 1,000 every time.
Means of song selling weren't exactly easy or simple to go against. There was a heavy, albeit silent, emphasis on conformity. Group buys had roles assigned to each individual person. Paid for those who sent money for the song to leak, pledged for those who said they would send an amount of money, and unpaid for those who haven't sent any money. Paid and pledged role holders would often receive praise and be respected, whereas unpaid role holders, especially if they remained unpaid for a while, would often be clowned or labeled as leeches.
Yo, they would act like a random person that's like on the unpaid shit and be like, yo, pay up, bro, pay up. That shit made me leave a server, bro. I was like, yeah, fuck no, bro, I'm out that bitch, bro.
Or even banned from their group by offering an unban if they were to pay at minimum $5. Typically, most of the community activity would happen in these group buys with a separate chat available to talk in, naturally encouraging people to move their conversations from the main server to the group buy server. And noticing this tendency, Google would soon begin locking the main server from any type of discussion, removing everyone's permissions to speak in the chats. Which meant that individuals had to be in the group buy to socialize and talk with one another, leading back to the paid and unpaid role situation.
Do they still do that?
Regardless, this way of operating the community was successful. People would donate varying amounts and eventually songs would leak once the price was collectively reached. It's important to mention, however, that with each group buy, conformity would not only continue, but also encourage competition, seeing as to who can donate the most or one-upping each other, where people often instigated and egged on so-called GOATs who donated far more than the typical $5 donation. This would lead to peer pressure to not only donate more and more, but a community-wide expectation for subsequent group buys. This created an exciting environment to see who would donate the most and when said person would donate, but down the line, there was so much expectation of others' payments that some people would stop donating. With the rise of these GOATs, another dimension of status and clout chasing was added to the community. If an individual couldn't get access to songs, the next best thing was to be well received in the community by means of being quote-unquote for the community with large donations. Of course, this wasn't every GOAT's goal. Some genuinely just wanted to donate more for songs they really wanted and didn't care for the attention. But for many, it was a status thing. Many would attempt to leverage their status to get closer to Googly, and for some it worked, but for many it didn't. While uncommon in the early days of the community, those who did have status and had Googly's respect would sometimes be offered a private buy.
Oh my god, that's how it happened? That's how... Yo! Trying to keep the members low, 4 people ain't much, but each one is 625.
Private buy is essentially a group buy, but with 2 controlled variables. For one, it could be a certain group or a single individual, excluding the rest of the community. And for 2, the song's ownership would be transferred to the party buying the song, and Googly would have no say in what happens to it. Later on, it would turn to a business in the sense that if proof of payment was shown, some songs Googly didn't care about would just be sold to anyone as long as they had the means to pay. Remember the concept of private buys as they will come up again. Let's fast forward to 2020. Juice's legacy was all in the hands of his management, Grade A Productions,
exactly.
Records. And
so he started double selling them all the way since he first started. Like he didn't just like, oh wait, why don't like he didn't just randomly think of, oh, what if I just sell this to this guy and then sell it to this guy again? This man was already plotting on that, bro. Oh my god. If private buys weren't a thing, Low Limit and everything else would have been leaked. Wait, how come?
People wondered what the next album would be. Would it be Juice's anticipated Outsiders album, finally released in honor of Juice's original wish? Would it be a separate posthumous album honoring the best of Juice's work? Nobody knew, and fans held their breath. At the same time, Googly capitalized on the mystery by providing group buys, not stopping for a new album, giving the impatient community members what they want, as well as introducing a Grail Summer, group buying the most popular songs during the summer. In turn, songs like Bad Energy, Come and Go, and others leaked via group buy. Eventually, on his Vault of Juice Instagram account, Googly would post the then supposed track list, painting the label as a lazy, profit-first entity who didn't care about Juice's legacy. After all, for what the community saw, they put songs that had leaked on the Legends Never Die album, and Googly showed it. As people were skeptical, they soon realized Googly had the information, and if not already influential enough, his expose on the label brought him
Because it would have got group vibe. Or people would have bought it to leak.
even more support when the tracklist was confirmed to be as was posted by Googly. Like clockwork, prices would continue to rise, group buys would happen, and songs would leak.
He like got to a point where it was just kind of him at the top, and I feel like he was just controlling everything and pulling all the strings behind the scenes and everything.
What many would consider as the turning point from a community to a business of greed, a specific song was private bought and it was immediately sold back to the community. With an original price tag of $4,000, Googly Private sold a song named On Time to someone named Drew House, and less than a week later, the same buyer wanted to group buy it for $6,000, 150% return on his investment. Despite this scalper tactic, the buy finished, and the community regretted it not long after because it set a precedent. Googly wasn't selling for what he could maximally get, and this event is what set that idea in stone for Googly. In addition, a new factor would soon arise. All of a sudden, it wasn't just the management, like Lil Bibby or Pete, nor community members, but well-known internet figures who were previewing songs that were already highly wanted. Enter FaZe Clan, specifically FaZe.
What? The fuck is happening with what do you mean FaZe? Why are we mentioning FaZe? I'm lie, if he never posted a track list, the label might have done another album sooner.
Like Lil Bibby or Pete, nor community members, but well-known internet figures who were previewing songs that were already highly wanted. Enter FaZe Clan, specifically FaZe Sway. Despite the community begging Googly to sell a song well known as Rental or Cha-Ching, there was rarely any actual action taken beyond promising the song will come potentially or eventually. Now, someone outside of the community had it, and the community itself felt annoyed. They had been begging for the song, and it was just handed over to someone.
Honestly, fucks wait for that. Dude think he's big time because he's on FaZe, so he just screws us over. Screws us over.
The price, of course.
Yo, what?
To community members, it felt like they were betrayed. All this loyalty of paying for various group buys, including songs that weren't necessarily well received by the majority, but nonetheless paid for and completed to keep the ball rolling. And randomly, an outsider who
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be pissed too, bro. Yo, I'll be pissed too, bro. Cause I'm thinking of FaZe Way of how he looks now. Bro, this little nigga fucking boy. Yo, fuck out of here, bro. Actually, fuck you, bro. Actually, fuck you.
Nonetheless paid for and completed to keep the ball rolling. And randomly, an outsider who never spoke in the community had full access and was flaunting it. By allowing this sort of partnership in a way, FaZe Sway received more viewership from fans of Juice, and the desirability and followingly the value of
that Fortnite money
substantially increased. Especially because the song was thought to likely never release due to supposed sample clearance issues.
And they still talking about the sample clearance issues to this day, bro. Like, god damn.
Eventually, the song would be sold for a total of $15,000 US, leaking in the midst of the group buy. And to this day, some would argue it was the most hyped.
Yo.
Not to mention over 8,000 US.
Yo, I swear, bro, this is so funny, bro.
Some would argue it was the
Yo, this should be so funny, bro.
Not to mention, over $8,000 US was collectively donated within a few hours.
Wait, Leak Rental's fan would be common and once lasted a full 3 hours? Bro, what are we talking about, bro? Yo, what do you mean? Bro, I remember listening to, like, I don't know when I realized Rental leaked, bro. Like, I wish I could really remember, bro.
Over $8,000 US was collectively.
Because I remember listening to this snippet all the time, gang.
Song. Not to mention.
And the freestyle with it on SoundCloud.
Over $8,000 US was collectively donated within a few hours.
Drop fucking Rental.
First thought, many would consider $8,000 US to be a large sum of money, so intuitively there would be plenty of money to share with those that made it possible to accumulate, especially with the risk of their accounts being permanently shut down, but that wasn't necessarily the case.
Honestly, I mean, I was a little bit naive back then. Like, I obviously now, I'm now 21 years old. Back then, I was a little bit younger.
What
I
the
really
fuck?
just wanted songs, and when they would just ask, like nowadays, when they need to find a holder, they look for people who are very trusted, very backed. But back then, it was just anybody who had verified payment methods. So when they asked, I just said, "Oh, like I have a verified Cash App, a verified PayPal, whatever." And I was like, "Could I help?" And they were like, "Yeah, it would help get the songs out quicker if you helped." So I did, and eventually I got roped into it to where they would open buys and just like even before even inviting me, like usually like Googly would send me the invites early, either to me directly or in like Juice Hub staff chat or something along those lines. They would end up setting my payment methods before I even got into the server, like just assuming that I would do it.
Oh hell no, bro.
And at that point, like, I mean, it was Googly. Like, he was the guy with all the songs I wanted. I didn't really want to make him mad, you know, like, who, even besides the songs, who knew what he was capable of? So I just kind of let it ride
Nah, he
until I
dead had
couldn't
oral,
anymore.
bro.
I would say
He dead had oral.
I definitely didn't have it as bad as most. Like, there were a lot of people who had it a lot worse than I did. But I would say there were a lot of times where in every buy, um, everybody knows that there's cap counts and everything, counting money,
Oh, he sent a gift? Yo, W Mellow, bro. My bad, gang. I see the 6-7, bro.
realizing how much is left in a buy versus how many fees are charged, how
Appreciate you,
much money
gang.
is quote unquote lost. And by that, they could mean, oh, fake screenshots were sent, stuff like that. But I would say the main thing would be later on, when there were cap counts. These days now, they say all holders aren't responsible. Like every community covers everything no matter what. But back then, it was like the holders were on the hook if anything was even slightly suspicious. And it seemed like nobody understood how the fees worked except for the holders. So when the holders would tell the organizers, oh, there was X amount in fees, even when they showed proof, which I did multiple times, they would say, oh, you're lying, you're taking money.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Because they just didn't understand how fees work. So there would be a lot of times where there would be X amount missing. Say, for example, I was sent $1,500 and I'm only able to send $1,350 because there was $150 in fees total from transferring out of PayPal into cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. And that is really how much it can be sometimes, depending on when you're transferring it, the speed you're transferring it. And I would end up being forced to pay it myself under threat of, oh,
What? What?
we have your real name because of your verified payment methods. We could post it. Granted, I only ever got threatened with that maybe once or twice. I was lucky enough for it to never happen to me, but other people weren't so lucky. It definitely did happen to some people, but I was definitely out a good amount of money from that. I'd say over time, over the years, it maybe amounted to over $1,000 I had to pay out of my own pocket.
Obviously, it's difficult to monopolize a market, and naturally, some people will have songs Googly also has. Or
Yo, is that not
doesn't.
blackmailing, bro?
A song named Boondocks, a highly wanted song, was the first in a long time that someone other than Googly was selling. It's unknown if the seller was a friend of Googly's or if Googly just wanted to get the song sold. However, at this point in time, Googly seemed annoyed. His position as the sole seller of WRLD songs was threatened.
LOL, just remember Boondocks is one grill. Chrome, Big Dog, Tic-Tac-Toe, Kiki, Drop Me Crazy Confessions, Dark Arts, the list goes on and on. Your guys' choice? What do you mean, bro? What do you mean your guys' choice?
Googly seemed annoyed. His position as the sole seller of WRLD songs was threatened. Not to mention, the seller of Boondocks was wanting to sell for $5,000 US, something Googly would likely not have sold the song for, given its desirability within the community. He would also go on to mention that he'd sell a song named Red
He
Dead
clearly do, bro.
Redemption, also a song that was very highly wanted if the Boondocks group buy failed to reach its goal.
Wait, leak what song?
He would also go on to mention that he'd sell a song named Red Dead Redemption.
Yo, Googly's a weirdo. Hating on another man for leaking a song so that he's gonna be like, alright guys, if you don't donate to him, I'll leak this song for this much. Yo, what?
Also a song that was very highly wanted if the Boondocks
Did he even leak it at this
failed to
time?
reach its goal, adding to the visibility of his anger. Boondocks ended up reaching its goal, but Googly sold Red Dead Redemption anyways. The price of Red Dead Redemption was $10,000 US, far higher than the usual song sale. Hence, it's evident he wanted to recoup some losses incurred with Boondocks, even though he likely struck a percentage cut deal with the other seller so as to not leak the song for free for the community.
In other words, Googly would threaten to leak Boondocks or any other song that may enter the same situation if you were to not receive a percentage. Oh my god, you're a weirdo. Oh my god, he's a weirdo. Oh my god, he's a weirdo. So is somebody about to, yo, nah, bro. Wait, what? Yo, if he were to not receive a percentage of the price of the song, like, oh, what's it? Why would I need to pay you? Yo, nah, bro, you got it, gang. Bro, you're actually a weirdo.
Another individual that served a crucial role in the ever unbelievable plot of this community was someone by the name of Baller Davis III. Like before, while most failed, Baller Davis was able to enter Googly's circle, and alongside Googly, was responsible for certain actions made
Oh.
to enter.
Baller Davis was contacted for the purpose of this documentary but chose to not comment.
Baller Davis III. Like before, while most failed, Baller Davis was able to enter Googly's circle, and alongside Googly, was responsible.
Yo, Owen, this is before your time, gang. Be quiet, gang. What are you talking about?
Actions made in handling the sale of Juice's music. Crucial to the history was a situation that happened in later 2020.
Great, now, yo, this screenshot is cooked, bro. Great, now I'm double thinking it because you're guilt tripping me. I'll call it seller's code. You break it too often, in my opinion. But like I said, it's your choice. I don't care. Yeah, but these hackers aren't running a community like they put thousands of hours into building and talking to a established credit. It is what it is. Do your thing. I bet Softy Boy Lucas agrees with me. No, he was on board with me. Lamau guessing because he made his money. What are they talking about?
A recurring event seemingly, however, was that despite constant teamwork during the selling of songs, Googly took large majorities of the cuts of money flowing in, and Baller Davis III soon had an idea. He would go on to create an account named Definitions, snippeting songs that him and Googly would share, attempting to sell the songs entirely for himself. This didn't
Hello, brothers, people are trying to real.
last long, however. Googly soon noticed that the songs that were leaking were ones that him and Baller Davis shared, and soon, Baller Davis was thrown into the flames. Googly would go on to leak a...
Fuck, I want to read the screenshots, but I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Davis was thrown into the...
I'm despising the direction this community is heading. Everything seems to be circulating around this stupid piece of paper called money. Nigga, you don't want it so bad. Well, I've got some words for you staff members. No one cares about money. We're here for Jared Higgins and his music. Stop monetizing his legacy and let the fans get his music for free. We're the 999 fam. Yo, when's the last time Googly ever spoke to us like this? Yo, what is this cap, bro? That ass, when is the last time Googly spoke to us like this, bro? What?
The flames. Googly would go on to leak a pack of songs they both shared so as to ensure Baller Davis wasn't...
For free?
Googly would go on to leak a pack of songs.
Regardless, on your mind, no trespassing, long gone, big dog, nobody. I mean, these are all these are not. It makes, if he leaked all these for free, it makes sense because none of these is really crazy, bro.
They both shared so as to ensure Baller Davis wasn't able to make any more money. In addition, he gatekept a song now released as Feel Alone from Baller Davis and the rest of the community, which was his most wanted song, purely out of spite. Baller Davis, however, wasn't gonna go down without a fight. As an aside,
bro, none of those are crazy songs. Like what? Hold on, am I tripping, bro? Regardless, bitch, you gonna get it regardless. On your mind, only about no trespassing, no. This is probably one of the best songs on here. Long Gone Part 2, mid. Big Dog is pretty good, but you know, 4L. What's 4L? Nobody. Can't Let Go. Armory, fuck out of here. Worth It. Do It. Oh, Do It is another thing to do it. Okay, I didn't see that. But other than No Trespassing, Big Dog, and what's it called? Another thing to do it, like none of these songs are obviously not fucking pure ass, but they're not crazy.
Of songs they both shared so as to
Worth It is crazy. Alright, bro.
ensure Baller Davis wasn't able to make any more money. In addition, he gatekept a song now released as Feel Alone from Baller Davis and the rest of the community, which was his most wanted song, purely
Or L. Zaytoven.
Baller
That's
Davis,
not helping
however,
me.
wasn't gonna go down without a fight. As an aside, Juice making
Bro,
so
Fire
many
in My Lungs was not in that list. No way.
As an aside, Juice making so many songs, it makes sense that some he wouldn't care to finish and move on to the next, sometimes leaving an entire verse open, or potentially leaving it open for another artist. Understandably, one less verse means less time of Juice rapping, and therefore lower value to the community. Instead of being transparent to the ever so loyal community that essentially spoon-fed them money, Baller Davis 3 and Googly both had the idea to cut said files. They did this by
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh my god.
potentially leaving it open for another artist. Understandably, one less verse means less time of Juice rapping, and therefore lower value to the community. Instead of being transparent to the ever so loyal community that essentially spoon-fed them money, Baller Davis 3 and Googly both had the idea to cut said files. They did this by removing the open verses and claimed the songs were one-verse songs. While this is essentially the same thing as a two-verse song with an open verse, the community's perception still found a finished song as being more valuable than one left unfinished. Regardless, they did this and were able to sell songs for more than the community would have otherwise paid for and complained about. Baller Davis, now out of the seller's circle, decided to out Googly and explain exactly what happened and how Googly was scamming.
Oh, hold on. Since I'm actually leaving the leak, when did he say this? I'll show you who the Juice Hub I'll show you who the Juice Hub fearless leader actually is. Not the blue heart spamming kid talking about I love you, this Juice Com is the best, we miss you, Jared, on some cringe shit. But the clout chasing, racist, moral, less narcissistic, fake Muslim, raging toddler, control freak who would scam his own mother to make $20. Don't be fooled. He's not retiring. If you see a random alt selling, it's him. If you see Hub staff selling, it's through him. Nigga, that's yo strives. Yo, I'm not totally innocent. Either he used my tags in his scams and I got free songs. Tried to talk him out of scamming multiple times, but it is what it is. Lastly, definitions isn't real, brothers. What? These are just what now I know happened. Oh my god. Wait, I don't even know what the fuck going on. I thought this was one. Remember when they were like showing all the songs that were like fake? I thought that's what it was. Never mind.
The community, which was mainly by faking the true status of the songs he was selling. Nobody at the time understood why, but did know they were disappointed in someone so respected by many. Googly attempted to crisis manage by leaving quote-unquote the community for a bit, returning with a free song
This was in 2020.
named Dismissed on Juice's death day in 2020, exactly how he did with Sleep Paralysis in 2019.
I thought we were in 2021. What's going on?
Believe it or not, this worked. This was the first domino in the eventual downfall of Googly. The next era began in the beginning of 2021. Group buys continued, and with the community growing larger and larger every day, in came with it what many call the crypto dudes. Because of the Bitcoin boom around the same time, they had more to spend. As a side note, you may remember the mention of Grail Summer. Typically, for these season-wide events, Googly would go live on his Vault of Juice Instagram account in a living room playing songs yet to leak, all to promote what may come in the next Grail Summer. Community members would look forward to these times, expecting their favorite songs plus
bro, oh my god, bro, I miss these, gang. Like, bro, sometimes I wish, bro, like, we could just go back, or at least, like, bro, at least just, like, keep going, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It was something about these lives that was just special, bro. That ass, gang. It was something about these lives, bro.
room playing songs yet to leak, all to promote what may come in the next Grail Summer. Community members would look forward to these times, expecting their favorite songs plus more. Though it sounds like people would wait.
Like, this is why I low-key feel like Googly still has a like a little place in my heart, bro. Like, although he all the way fucked up, it's just like the memories, bro. Like, damn, bro.
Till Grail Summer, given by other tactics encouraging people to donate less, Googly would sometimes threaten the delay or canceling of Grail Summer if a group buy were to move slowly. Threatened the delay or canceling of Grail.
Oh, I thought I said in my heart. If this finishes by tomorrow, we'll do Heart of Mine. What the fuck is Heart of Mine? A mid, and then Rockstar on his prime wasn't planning to do Rockstar for a couple songs.
Grail Summer if a group buy were to move slowly or fail, and this often worked and people consistently donated. The catch here is that Googly would use the bait and switch technique, which is a commonly used tactic in shady businesses. So imagine you're buying a car.
Bro,
you
stop,
see an advertisement on TV, advertising a low price for a good car. But when you actually get to the car dealership, the cars just aren't there. This is what Googly would do, but with songs. So even if people donated to an otherwise slow group buy and a song was threatened to be vaulted if the buy didn't finish, it's likely that song would not have been shown regardless. Now, back to the crypto dudes. They would often enter into status through the goading route, donating large amounts to group buys, essentially proving they had a lot of disposable money, donating thousands to multiple group buys. Eventually, this gain in status would lead to private buy offers from Googly. The songs private sold were songs that weren't group bought, which, in retrospect, is likely due to him knowing that the community won't realistically want to pay the price that he'd want to sell them for. Despite this, the songs private sold remained minimal, and highly desired songs still came during the Grail summer.
My name is Palace, bro. I'm a multi-platinum producer. Probably most known for like producing for Juice WRLD, Young Thug, Migos, and like, yeah, almost everybody then like Travis, you know, Don Toliver, Kid Leroy, and I specialize in like making loops, so no full beats, like only the melody parts. This is what got me into the scene.
You've produced a lot of music that has shaped what hip-hop is today. When a song leaks, how does that affect producers like you?
Bro, first of all, I love it for the community. I don't like it like that they take the money out of the pocket, like from, not from me, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm happy that the art is out, you know, because when I die, something is still there. But like that, like the community gets like drained so much, you know, like 500k this song, 100k this song. Bro, if you leak it, just drop it, bro. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. But like, I don't like the greediness in it, you know? And like always the community, oh yeah, another group buy, another group buy. Bro, leak that shit. Give the art for free, bro, you know? I don't care if I make money. You remember like back in the day when they said they want to drop K like a Russian? I told them, bro, I want 0, bro. 0% drop that shit.
For the first time in the community,
Damn.
around the time Fighting Demons
Nah, that's
was
a
first
W
being
producer,
teased,
bro.
the album After Legends Never Die, people seemed to have some pushback towards Googly. He attempted to sell the song Go Hard, despite the fact that Pete, one of Juice's managers, said it was going to be on the album. No matter what Googly tried to explain, how the song isn't on the album or that it will have a feature on the album and he was selling the original 2-verse solo song, the community was split. Some trusted Googly, others didn't. And to punish the community for losing trust in him, he would again quote-unquote
Yo, what the fuck, yo,
leave and remain in the background for the time being. Meanwhile, others were ready to step up.
label
as
summer
leaders.
soon.
In the community, there were two main crypto dudes, as the community called them, Daniel and Lucky 4K, also known as Cam. Both had been in the community for a while, but only started gaining notoriety in 2021. Daniel remained in the background, mostly keeping to himself, whereas Lucky 4K you couldn't say the same about. And these are the people who Googly was mainly communicating with on his leave, private selling to each. To many people, Lucky 4K seemed to seek attention.
So there was more than
portraying
two?
Exactly how the community operated to a large extent. He liked listening to Juice WRLD leaks, but also saw value in the attention he got, in addition to having the song to listen to exclusively for himself. He would stream on Twitch and sit in Discord voice chats teasing the same part of different songs he bought over and over again, and try to do smaller scale Googly lives on Instagram as Googly himself
The
did.
fuck?
He would leak songs or preview larger portions if people followed specific accounts of his.
I never actually ran the group buys myself. I just provided like what the group buy was being the money pooled for, the song obviously. But from what I know, how they were promoted is, you know, it would
Bro, am I tripping or is this voice very easy to detect, bro? Like, what?
be posted on. But from what I know, how they were promoted is, you know, it would be posted on my Twitter back then, or my Instagram. You know, I obviously have my following, just like Vault the Juice would, Googly. post a Discord there, people would join, and there'd be milestones. Like at the first, say a group buys for 15 grand, at 5 grand, a snippet gets posted, at 10 grand, a CDQ gets posted.
And wouldn't he be on Twitch? If he on Twitch, he obviously talking. Like what? Niggas know your voice, bro.
And then, you know, people would join the call on, make an IG live, play the song at a certain amount of buys, donations, or however you want to call it. I would play a different part of the song. Like, say a song was only snippeted to 30 seconds, I'd play after 30 seconds, etc. But yeah, just some other tactics used. Just like some of the mods would like post, oh, and when this buy is done, toxic humans or whatever the calm grills are gonna leak, or biscotti is gonna be the next group buy, and that's become a trend. They'll say like something big is coming next, the next group buy.
No. This is the voice of the guy who was streaming on Twitch, who fucking was a crypto weirdo.
Deeper, just all schemes. But I was never really the mastermind behind group buys. I participated in some. Just, you know, that's just how it was.
That's what I'm saying, though, right?
Done.
Evidently, there was an aspect of wanting status, and for this, Lucky 4K
He dead as this, I don't like, yo.
wasn't very liked by the community. To many people, his efforts seemed braggy.
File folder. I've been in JuiceCom since 2021, but really, I've been listening to Juice since 2017.
Thick ass eyebrows, boy.
Cam since 2022.
Yo, stop raising that eyebrow, bro. You about to piss me off, gang. Holy shit, what is this pause frame?
I've been listening to Juice since 2017.
Yo, why he keep raising his eyebrow, bro?
I've been friends with Cam since 2022. I've been a part of a lot of songs leaking, but
He basically still do niggas buy from
been
him.
around.
That's what I'm
a lot of
saying.
the time.
Yo, he's doing it again, bro.
Briefly in 2024, came back in 2026 January, but it's really all who I am. I've been known for mixes and masters, really.
How did you meet Kim?
People like this man?
Mutual friends, May 20.
Yeah, I heard of file folder or some shit. Like he got that fucking what's it called, bro? What's it called? He got that fucking bro. Why did I forgot bro name, bro? Dark some shit, bro. He got that type of aura, bro. This guy, what do you mean?
22. I was friends with a lot of people in updates like Yash and Vra/Jacob.
And how was your relationship with Kim?
Darth.
At first, it was just
he give me Darth vibes. Darth.
Hang out on his server, Scat Pack. We used to just play games with him and watch him.
Why did Cam decide to spend so much on Juice's music?
So 2020, Cam goes to jail. 2021, he gets out. You know, it's a young kid with a bunch of money, millions of dollars, doesn't know what to do with it. And he's friends with people like Derek, FaZe Rain, DJ Scheme. He's friends with all those people. And so at the time, it's just like he sees an artist he likes. He starts spending. At first, it was just a few thousand. But then as the songs became more and more expensive, it just became a bigger thing over time, where he's just spending exorbitant amounts of money in short.
Yo, I know I'm not. Yo, I'm sorry, I can't. Bro, I can't focus if he keep raising his eyebrow like this, bro.
More expensive, it just became a bigger thing over time.
Like, I know I'm not tripping. He's literally doing it, bro.
What do you think of the hate Kim received?
I think a lot of it's unjustified. A lot of it's like people don't know the full story of a lot of things that happen.
Angry Bird.
And, you know, that's partially because people like Cam and myself decided to keep a lot of it private at the time, because there was no point in Calm trying to understand something they would never understand.
But bro, I'm not gonna cap though. Yo, Merc, why you mad, bro? Merc, I know you fuck with bro, but bro, you can laugh, bro. But nah, I ain't gonna cap though. Like, what the like, yo, what he's saying about Cam right now, like, shit, I would understand it, bro. Like, this nigga got millions of dollars. I don't know how you got in jail, but bro, a teen with millions of dollars, like, yeah, he probably already bought all the essential shit. Now this nigga got like 3 million floating around. Might as well buy some juice leaks, you know?
What would you
understand something they would never understand?
Oh, I couldn't even see, bro. It does not show. It shows a straight face on my end.
Understand.
How much would you say Cam paid Googly for music in total, roughly?
At least Googly, between Googly and Lucas, it was, I mean, because he was also buying from Lucas at the same time, so it's hard to say, but at least 250K was spent
Oh,
between
okay.
Lucas, Googly, and then Shogani
I don't remember. Can't get. I don't know.
There was some other kid, fucking Soda Cup. That's his name. Between those those 3 people, like 4 people.
Now, at this point in the community, information was valuable, like finding studios that Juice WRLD recorded at, or the specific producer who produced the song, for the reasons of obtaining the song. But another thing people did look into was who someone was, and so those people decided to look into Lucky 4K. And he was secretive, but not entirely anonymous. Now, because he had access to all these songs and would donate large amounts, people questioned how he got his money.
For 40 million in crypto? What the fuck? Wait, how did he get arrested for that though? Like, it wasn't illegal money?
And who he was. His answer was often similar to that of typical "I won at gambling" answers, in the sense he said that he invested in Dogecoin early on. Coincidentally, when his behavior stopped and he phased out of the community slowly, a news article often brought up in the community was one that involved a teenager from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. It's
Hamilton Youth? Wait, so... Oh... Lucky is basically Cam. Okay. Hamilton Youth charged after 46 million in cryptocurrency stolen? What?
said that a teenager aged
What type of old ass nigga got 40 million in crypto, bro?
17 was responsible for a cryptocurrency theft fraud exceeding the amount of 48 million Canadian dollars, which was the then largest crypto theft in history. Now, based on what the community had come to know of him spending upwards of $20,000 for some individual songs, allegedly that theft, it was him. Nevertheless, Lucky 4K allegedly remained on house arrest and continued his work.
Yo!
As a result of the limited number of songs willing to be sold by Googly, like the diamond industry, controlling the supply of songs outside of his reach, songs privately bought by Daniel and songs privately bought by Lucky 4K would be traded on the basis of respect, and with the mutual promise that the traded songs remained under the ownership of the original person who paid for them. In this sense, if Daniel sent song A to Lucky 4K, and Lucky 4K sent song B to Daniel, they both had the songs to listen to, but only Lucky 4K would have the power to sell or do anything with song B.
Wait. Yo, tell me again.
B to Daniel, A to Lucky
Hey, come on.
who paid
Okay.
for them. In this sense, if Daniel sent song A to Lucky 4K, and Lucky 4K sent song B to Daniel, they both had the songs to listen to, but only Lucky 4K would have the power to sell
Only Lucky 4K?
or do anything with song B.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of it, like Cam had a GoPro, and like Daniel had Go Hard Feel Alone. Like they were genuinely friends. Like Daniel used to be in the Discord server a long time ago. Like he would be in Scat, and they would all just hang out.
It's now 2022, and with that mentioned, enter another guy named Wheat. He was a friend of Lucky 4K's and
The Wheat? Nigga, I know the Wheat did not just make it into this fucking documentary, bro.
And enter another guy named
Daniel and Cam would trade songs, which is what causes the leak wars in early 2022.
Wheat. He was a friend of Lucky 4K's and catalyzed one of the most expensive days for leaks.
Oh, Wheat.
Originally, it was thought that Lucky 4K sold a song named Sick'em, originally bought by Daniel, to this Wheat individual, which would mean that Lucky 4K violated the agreement he had with Daniel. The reality is, however, that the song was sourced from elsewhere, and this event caused an unnecessary feud between the two crypto dudes.
Oh my god, which means if they're both getting the songs from Googly and they're both buying it from Googly, which that basically means that they caught Googly, well, they didn't catch Googly doing it yet, but Googly pretty much private buying it to somebody else, right? Does that mean what I mean?
Can you talk a little bit about what exactly happened in the leak war involving Sick'em and the other songs?
So the kid Wheat, Sick'em was sourced separately through some.
Yo,
is Casey Supreme,
yo, this is like a show, bro.
The songs were.
This is like a show. I'm back for a little bit. My hamstring just cramped like a motherfucking seat, bro. Gorisco, you old as fuck, bro. Like, lock in, gang. Get to stretching, bro. Your body is getting old, bro.
Sourced separately, except for like brims, but Sick'em itself was sourced separately. A kid got it, and it got passed a fuck ton. I remember like Shiloh got it, and then whoever the hell Weed is, I still don't know who that actually is, but he had a screen recording of it. He didn't have the actual song. By time
I have
Daniel
a mic
found
go. I'm so
out,
tired.
like,
Yo, Owen, I was just thinking of you, bro. I was like, yo, remember when Owen screen recorded that fucking footage, bro? What footage was it again, bro? I forgot, bro. I was like, yo, are you serious, gang? Was that around the lay low time? I forgot, bro. Dude, just watch, cuz. But I'm watching, gang. Let me read the chat, too.
he had a screen recording of it. He didn't have the actual song. By time Daniel found out, like,
Mercy?
when it was too late to
Yeah.
explain anything to him, like, the drama started, you know, because those songs were never passed in the friend group, at least. Like, those songs were not passed around. Following that, though, after what happened on March 8th, it was, I believe, there's another girl. She had a bunch of Daniel songs, like attachments and all that stuff.
Oh my
And
god, wait, wasn't Daniel exposed for being a gooner? To the girl? I remember that shit. Oh my god. Nah, they was doing niggas dirty, bro.
there's another girl. She had a bunch of Daniel songs, like attachments and all that stuff. And Cam got those songs from her. Like, this is so, I believe it was like March 8th, and then like 2 weeks later, like March 8th.
Nah. See, this is the difference between niggas like you and me, bro. Like, nigga, I actually care about this piece of work and this art, bro. Fuck is you talking about, gang? If you want a 2x speed it, just click on the video, bro. It's called Leak the Underground Economy of Leaks, bro. You can watch it on 2x speed on your own, bro.
When Cam was
Like, what are we
alive,
talking about, bro?
He had gotten all those songs, and he was like, I think that there might be a Twitch VOD or a
There's like, what's the rush, gang? Niggas is chilling right now. Like, what? Nigga, I'm basically watching a movie, bro. You gonna 2x speed a movie?
around somewhere, but Cam was like, who wants to hear attachments? And he leaked the song without even listening to it. And that was how attachments leaked. But there was like, he got all those other songs off of her. Because like nothing was actually passed within those friend groups.
Yo, imagine being that girl, bro. Funny friends. I was friends with a girl that Danny was talking to. See, like she was probably showing you some shit that she was like, Merc, you want to see something, Merc? Like, come on, bro. And who the fuck said we watching Shay? We reacted to Shay EP later tonight, bro. This bitch is long. This documentary is longer than I expected, gang. Say that shit for tomorrow, bro. Not like that? Okay, Merc, okay.
Go on to play the song to multiple people following the footsteps of Lucky 4K in attention seeking, except Wheat would play enough that
But she does of now? What do you mean does of now?
Previewed. The people the song
Oh, she does OF now? Can I get the name? Like, not even on not even on that shit. But I'm just interested. Like, I wonder what she looks like. I wonder what Daniel wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple people following the footsteps of Lucky 4K in attention seeking, except Wheat would play enough that a significant portion of the song would be previewed. The people the song was being played to were also ready for it. They would go on to record the song being played through the microphone of Wheat, and then shortly afterwards, the snippet would be leaked. This
DM later, I bet.
The community's largest leak war to date, and once Daniel noticed his song being passed around, he thought it had to have come from Lucky 4K.
Oh my god, so it was a misunderstanding.
Lucky 4K's songs, and then it would go back and forth until they cut their losses and decided to stop.
Oh my.
I mean, no one feels like they're deserving of any hate. I don't remember too much back then of what hate I got.
Ab rate it 1 out of 10. The documentary so far like an 8 out of 10. It's getting better the more it goes, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, this.
Have any hate. I don't remember too much back then of what hate I got because I'm pretty good at just ignoring it because I know I'm a real one at the end of the day. But I will say that I wasn't deserving of any of that hate because when it came to me and Googly, we had a bunch of terms for like song deals, bundles or whatever. He would tell me I can't group buy something, I can't sell it, I can't private sell it, to clarify.
Oh my god, you wanna know why he probably telling you that shit? Cause he's selling it to somebody else, bruh. And if you group buy that shit, niggas gonna be like, yo, Google, I literally bought this. Why are you like, yo?
I can't play
Yo.
it live,
Yo.
I can't snippet it, whatever. And he would price his bundles. We would negotiate based on those terms, right?
Yo, Owen. You know what? Yo, Mirror, you right, gang. Mirror, you right, bro.
Always respected it. Until this league war with Daniel actually happened, because I had found out that Daniel had my songs after, I was trying to call his bluff and all that stuff, because I trusted Googly. I thought he was a legit person. You know, I'm sending him
Bro, it's not even haters. It's just Owen is retarded, bro. Like,
figures and deals going first. No middleman. He's giving us
yo, no. Why are you in the chat, bro? You hit the peace emoji, bro. You hit the peace emoji. Get the fuck out. Get out.
songs, no problem. But he ended up giving these songs to other people, and that's how Daniel got them. So that was just like, damn, that just kind of what sparked that whole.
Yo, Owen, drop the album, bro.
I'm doing this leak war. If he's got this and he's got everything type beat. So I don't believe I deserve all the hate. I know at the end of the day, I was like probably one of the realest people. And a lot of stuff got said about me that was not true.
Wait, like what? Oh my god, what did he say about you that wasn't true, bro?
I know at the end of the day, I was like probably one of the realest people. And a lot of stuff got said about me that was not true. He definitely had a bunch of influence. Like, you know, there's that whole Sikkim stuff. There's the, you know, the stuff of him, his alt sending songs, selling songs, different versions to other people, making it look like I'm passing songs to my friends and they're the ones selling it. He was just a huge manipulator. He just knew how to like get under your skin. He knew how to manipulate you.
Yo, stop saying that, bro, because now you giving him mad credit, bro. You making Googly look like a supervillain, bro. Like,
he knew what would work. He had a big monopoly over like the psychological standpoint on like the selling of Juice music in general. But just he acted like, I don't even know. It was just, it's like some psychotic.
Bro, that ass though, that ass.
That he would go through to just squeeze an extra few bucks out of the same song. But no, definitely he directly and indirectly orchestrated all that. Like not just me, between Daniel, anyone else, me and other people. Like there was times where like even the more recent stuff in like 2023 with that whole you know, like going MIA and stuff, there was, you know, that it came to light that all those alts selling those songs that I had passed to my friends mistakenly, that was just Googly using the info that he had that I was passing songs and then making alts and making me turn on my own friends.
You have people like Googly like fueling the fire between both of them because he knows both of them are buying songs and they're gonna leak it on each other, and then after that, like they hate each other. So it's like, you know, there's been multiple times at least where like in 2022/2023, I tried to like get a conversation between them, but the bridge was so far burned because Daniel believed what Googly said. You know, obviously that's not true anymore.
Oh my gosh. Yo, imagine how niggas feel now, bro. Imagine Googly just sitting back watching it all unfold. Like, yo, oh my god.
There's not really a way to contact
this shit is dead ass crazy.
Try to make things any better.
In terms of value paid between the two crypto dudes, the value of the songs collectively exceeded $200,000 with prices at that time. A similar event between the two had happened not long before, but not to this extent. Eventually, Lucky 4K stopped receiving as much attention through being more careful and phased out of the community, and later articles said he stole even more cryptocurrency and spent a year in jail in the US, allegedly, assuming it was him. Prices would continue to rise even more for some songs because Googly didn't have to sell to the community anymore. He could just sell to the crypto goats and it made more sense for him. Googly would make
charge. Oh my god, that makes so much sense, bro. Charge higher prices, crypto goes keeps it. Songs maintain its exclusivity. Charge fair prices. Song leads to the public. Song no longer holds the status in owning it. Oh my gosh, bro.
More money, the crypto goat could keep the song to himself and the song would remain exclusive.
Nigga, Googly, okay, pretty, I mean, I don't know if Googly just won, but he's been winning, like, what?
I think it's more or less also the fact that he knew Cam would pay. He knew that he would want this song or want that song. But Google would also, as the prices were going up, so were these like quote unquote restrictions. Like,
Hit me with the eye. Hit me with the eye. Raise the eyebrow.
Split it. What's it called?
Yeah.
Split 808 freestyle, whatever it's called. He was sold that song with like the restriction that he can't preview it. And so like Google took advantage of a lot of that stuff, knowing he had the money to buy these songs. Like he would buy a song and be like, "All right, you got to pay $10K more to preview it."
Now, moving on, increasing in popularity in the years following among community members were song sessions. In these, the entire project folder of a song was included, the beat or instrumental, different mixed versions of a song, and all used and unused vocal takes. Some people never saw the value in these, especially for songs already leaked, but others saw it as an opportunity for more talented individuals to play with the sessions like Legos and create completely separate songs using real scrapped vocals. Some sessions would contain almost 20 minutes of scrapped vocals, and some would only contain a few bars. And like songs, sessions would also increase in price over time and be dependent on the song. Typically, the most positively viewed sessions were those that allowed fan-made completions of songs that Juice had originally left with an open verse. These sessions are also the sources for a lot of fan-made edits on various social media platforms such as Outer Space or 734 15-minute edition, which are fan-made and have no connection to Juice's management.
Who the fuck is this?
Hi. I'm Marky.
Bro, I don't know any of these people, bro. I mean, not any, but like, I only know like 2 people.
Or Marky, call me whatever you want. I was pretty well known for my instrumental remake.
That's me. That's not you, bro.
And mastering for the unreleased short community. Okay, so STEM edits.
Yo, why did the camera making me think it's the early 2000s, bro?
Are really funny. Juice WRLD was. Everyone knows that Juice WRLD was killer in the studio. He'd go in, rap over the same beat multiple times, and then pick out the song that he liked the most, and then that would be the song that releases. However,
niggas a Buddhist. Yo, I feel like I'm like meditating on some shit, bro. This music, I'm seeing the Buddhist behind me, bro. I feel like I'm elevating, bro. Holy shit. ChatGPT has script. I mean, I hate when niggas be saying the same shit. Juice would just rap over a beat and choose whichever song you like. Like, bro, you can explain it a different way.
Rap over the same beat multiple times, and then pick out the song that he liked the most, and then that
really, he's the founder.
However, a lot of those songs that were not used on the final beat, they're good songs, and there's a lot of good takes. And the leaking community, they'd release these, or they'd leak the studio sessions that from when he recorded, and in those,
bro, he must have been doing that shit since he was 12, because this nigga don't look an age past 16.
We have those takes of those songs that he either didn't finish or that he didn't like, and producers in the community would make beats in the same tempo and key signature to the original beat from the session, and then they piece together the song or the takes into an actual.
Yo, stop. Oh my god, imagine he interviewed Red Limits.
Like a couple
really that ass, bro.
Famous ones.
I hope Abnxormal. I already made it, gang. I already made him elite.
I remember that one was huge. It was like, oh my goodness, that's like an actual song, but no, it's just a STEM edit. I think the song Sometimes, and one that I personally.
He looked 20. He just aged him.
Had my hand.
Alright. I thought it was like Markiplier or some shit.
Blue, which I've done with an engineer that I knew, and Down Bad.
Yo, Merc, you technically made it, gang. You was most likely in the chat on that YouTube video, so you technically made it, bro.
Where I personally produced the beat. I think I've also posted on like one of my YouTube.
Yo, what is he talking about? I'm sorry, bro. Like, yo, this is the first time I actually don't know what. Yo, what is going on, bro?
Where it shows how I made the beat for that. But yeah, STEM edits are really neat. I really like the fact that he would have had so many songs, and we could just make more songs that we've like never heard of, just on new beats. And it's definitely a very interesting concept that I've never really seen with any other artist whose music has leaked or sessions.
Alongside the increased popularity of sessions were OG files.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
Short for original. which really meant unaltered studio music files. And to really capitalize on
Yo, this Cheeto's not bad, bro.
ever since the Baller Davis situation, was altering the files, renaming the songs to believable names, and also compressing the quality of the song by limiting sampling.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, hold on. Wait, what is he saying?
Which really meant unaltered studio music files. And to really capitalize on this, Googly, ever since the Baller Davis situation, was altering the files, renaming the songs to believable names, and also compressing the quality of the song by limiting sampling rate and converting to lower quality files with lower bitrate capacities. Without going into science too deeply, essentially the songs would sound lower quality and without as much depth. Weirdly enough, even though it's widely known that Googly did this file altering for a lot of the GroupBot songs, it wasn't questioned. People probably didn't have that much hope that Googly would do anything to satisfy the community for free. This probably is why OG files grew in popularity. They'd be able to hear the song how it was made with no changes.
Hi, I'm Dweller.
Apparently it wasn't started with Road Rage, because it was it was with the fucking Davis dude, bro. It was with the Davis dude. So he been doing this shit. He probably started doing this. That's probably why they split ways, bro. He was like, nah, but that's too fucked up, Googly. That's too fucked up. We can't do that. Listen, we can raise the prices. We can cut this. We could cut the songs, but we cannot lower the quality. That's why, bro. That's crazy.
Been in comm since 2020. I'm most known for being particular with when songs were recorded and the files associated with certain songs. I've spent a lot of my own personal money.
Nigga, no. This is Darf. Darf is supposed to be saying this shit. Yo, where's Darf at, bro?
On studio files, or we call them OG files. These are files that are exported from the session primarily, and there's a lot of nuance here, but one of the most important things about them is they give us a clue.
Yo, Murdoch, how do you know
when
everybody?
Songs are recorded, and they also paint a fuller picture of any artist, not just Juice, but obviously this is important to Juice. They started off not really being highly sought after.
Yo, Darf deserves his glaze, bro. What are you talking about?
Especially earlier in comm, because there was less demand for them. But as you know, after he passed and as comm goes on, there's a lot of, they're very sought after now. And with the recent, I'd say past few years, that price tag has gone up exponentially, and most people don't care or know much about them, and that's fine. But they attribute to a higher quality, a higher sound experience, and like I said, they give clues to when songs are recorded and other information. Well, there's a lot.
I'm telling y'all, bro. That's why I be fishing for them OG files, gang. Them OG files are fucking beautiful, perfect. I need them.
To when songs are recorded and other information. Well, there's a lot left, like tons left, hundreds left, even. But in reality, we're probably going to see them slow down as far as leaks go, and probably are going to see bigger price tags on them than ever before, because comm is slowing down a lot. We're going to see less and less. But these files are very important.
At this point in time, in 2022 and 2023,
TJ, you a little crazy for that, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Songs weren't around $1,000 usually. They were around $10,000 each. If not already annoying to the community, who is still very loyal to Googly, he priced his songs increasingly high, and group buys began to slow down.
Yo, niggas was so mad when Bad Day leaked. That song was not even bad, bro. Like, yo, does anybody like Bad Day in the chat, bro? I swear, bro, everybody was hating on that song. I was like, yo, this shit fire. What do you mean?
Googly, he priced his songs increasingly high.
I remember this day, bro.
And group buys began to slow down.
Thank you, bro.
Actually failed to reach their price, something unheard of a few years ago. A group buy for a song named Fenty actually ended up taking an entire month.
Oh my god, Fenty. Yo, Fenty, bring back memories, bro.
A group buy for a song named Fenty actually ended up taking an entire month to finish, which was very
Yo, what y'all know about that, bro? I don't give a fuck if it's ads, bro. Cool, it might not be that good anymore. Like, it might not sound as peak as it did back then. But just the era, just the time of this song and all the other songs that was leaking during this era, that's peak, bro. I was a freshman when this shit leaked, bro. This shit was fire, bro.
Named Fenty actually ended up taking an entire month to finish, which was very unlike the past, where thousands would be donated within the span of hours. Gone were the days, like that of Rental, where $8,000 was donated in a few hours. A change in community attitude was evident, and people started to withhold their donation.
Exactly, buy songs too, bro.
Unless it was a song they liked or knew would lead to a song they wanted in the subsequent group buy planned. This decrease in donations could be attributed to a variety of factors. For one, songs were just expensive. Community members couldn't justify the prices, especially for songs they didn't care for. For two, the song's price wouldn't be worth the price, as sometimes after a loss on Googly's end, some costs would be silently included in lesser liked songs, and Googly would refuse to compromise. For three, many songs previewed for Grail Summer would also be privately sold, while in past
Yes,
years
48 billion was crazy, or 47 million.
this became more apparent when less and less Googly Live songs had a group buy made, and people would wonder.
Oh, hold on, he talking now, hold on.
As sometimes after a loss on Googly's end, some costs would be silently included in lesser liked songs, and Googly would refuse to compromise. For three, many songs previewed for Grail Summer would also be privately sold, while in past years this became more apparent when less and less Googly Live songs had a group buy made, and people
That's
would
fucked
wonder
up,
what
bro.
happened to those
Yo,
songs.
Dewey, you was in a doc, bro, you was in a doc.
And why they haven't been sold yet. And for four, in the same vein as the third reason, songs privately bought would often be passed among people, and in many cases a group buy would be made and the song would just leak midway into the group buy, and there often wouldn't be any refunds. So all these factors made donating
No
unappealing
refunds.
and over time killed the momentum that the community once had. Would you say leak culture was a good thing?
Oh,
or
this
a
guy
bad thing
again.
overall?
Good thing. Art needs to get out, bro. Grade A would. Bro, look how many songs there are from Juice.
Okay, my boy
Do you
tapped
really think
in.
Grade A would
My boy
put
tapped
everything
in.
out, bro?
The Killeroy's older brothers tapped in, bro. My bad,
For
gang.
example, I told you before the interview, I listened to Benjamin like 20 times today.
Benjamin, yes! Yes! See, this boy no bull. This boy no bull.
Like, for example, I told you before the interview, I listened to Benjamin like 20 times today.
Yep.
Bro, without leakers, I would, I couldn't enjoy the moment. You know what I mean? I couldn't like enjoy the art. So it's a good thing, in my opinion. But like, not the group buys and the greediness. Like, just bro, get the file from somebody, hack them, bro, and just put it out, bro. Have fun with it.
Yeah, I think he did kill like a Russian.
Bro.
And what would you say is your opinion on leakers and people like Googly?
Bro, when like, I think like at the end, because then the AI shit started, and I think like the greediness got too high, bro. I think they're living like a too high of a standard, bro. Like, be happy that you make a couple of mil, bro, and like enjoy, bro. Like, why you want to get more and more, bro?
Thanks.
And like greediness is like such, bro. It's so disgusting, bro. And I needed to learn it myself, bro. I had like this back then, like this thing with Gumboy, and me and Gumboy are buddies now. You know what I mean? Like we trying to get a crib together and start streaming together. But back then it was my greed that destroyed the relationship, bro. Look, bro, I got at home like 7 watches. I'm right now in Berlin, bro. Do you see I'm rocking anything, bro? Nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's gone, bro. The materialistic is gone. And I think this guy was so deep down into this shit, like that he wanted more and more, bro. But if you have money for a long time, you're gonna see that like you don't,
Yo, what's good, RT World?
It's nothing, bro. You know what I mean?
Another factor that was
The fuck is
unknown to
Dennis
many
Berger?
people was Googly's lack
Is that
of
his
honor
actual
towards
name?
The hands that fed him.
I'm pretty sure Googly gave everything I had to Keenan to double sell. Yep.
Factor that was unknown to many people was Googly's lack of honor towards the hands that fed him. In many cases, he would go behind the backs of those who bought songs and would double sell his supposed exclusive music. That way, 2 people would pay full price for a song thinking only they had the leak ownership to it, causing confusion among those that bought the song but double the profit for Googly.
So I am sub, like a member of the Juice WRLD, I guess like unreleased community or whatever.
I don't know this guy either. Group by Goat.
I guess
Okay.
I'm known most for like donating to group buys and stuff like that, and buying some smaller things like OG files and whatnot to leak. And yeah, I guess that's what I'm most known for. I'm not like some of the other crazy buyers buying songs and whatnot. I just kind of stick to the lower tier stuff, but still cool stuff for the community. And yeah, just donating to buys, helping with buys in recent times, stuff like that. Yeah, so essentially what happened was
This is Keenan?
Sharky's a member
This is Keenan?
of the community who had at that point been known for footage. He hit me up saying he has an opportunity to get a song from not the person who owned it, because this was a song that had been sold already, but from someone he knew otherwise. And so I decided that would be a cool opportunity to, I guess, get the song out for the community, because the person that had it was just going to hang on to it for an indefinite amount of time. So we decided to go ahead and try to lock in this deal, and we approached somebody who is known for like helping with buys and stuff. So we thought if we get it, we could set up a buy for it through them. But then what they did is they went to somebody associated with Googly and essentially snitched that this person was trying to sell the song. And so then what happened is that person threatened or like blackmailed, I guess, the seller, not to not sell it, but to split the profits with Googly and this other guy. And so that was a bit of a red flag at the time. And then the seller backed out, and eventually they agreed to sell it, and then it was sold to us. And in a couple weeks, we were going to set up a buy for it ourselves, not with the help of anybody else. And
then they leaked it.
We ended up doing that, and I think the day before it ended up leaking from our buy, Googly had sold it again to a third person. So he sold the same song 3 times, essentially, because he got some of the money from like our initial private buy. And I guess that's about it. It was just a weird situation like that, how it was like, obviously we bought it, we knew it was like an already sold song, but we didn't know that Googly was getting any of the money at the time. This is all like in retrospect. And yeah, so we sold the same song to 3 different people, and essentially like 3 times his profits on one song.
Yes, so me and some colleagues were approached to buy certain songs and sessions that have been obtained from someone else other than Googly. We were going to buy these songs, but I ended up backing out because the whole ordeal seemed sketchy. And it turns out that Googly had acquired these songs from the sellers and was gonna go behind their backs and sell it to us for cheaper, just so he can make...
I mean, shit. Even if his voice is not identified, bro, like, I don't even know who... They didn't even give a name, bro. He's anonymous.
Money off of it, instead of them making the money.
They would sell stuff under each other's names, so, like...
You know what I'm saying? This is a snippet from a friend, because if Chris pops out with footage of this being short-ass niggas, I ain't getting this.
If Googly didn't want a song tied to his name, he'd run it through Shirgani.
Googly would pull a list of tactics throughout group buys that encouraged donations over the years, and they worked, but the inevitable cannot be avoided.
Throughout the buy, sometimes only at the very end, they would do something called a cap count. A cap count itself would be all the holders coming together, usually in a private chat with only the holders and the group buy organizer. And it would be each holder reporting exactly how much money they had in their account. Granted, this was before fees, which is where this issue usually stems from. So they would say, okay, I have $1,500 in my PayPal account. They count that toward the cap count in the middle of the buy. They count it up, say it's $300 less than the total. Okay, 300 cap, run it up. That's usually what they would say. But in the beginning, when maybe the sellers and the organizers rep weren't so high, they would tell the holders to cover it if it was a small enough, quote unquote, amount. So that is where that would stem from me needing to pay some out of my own pocket because they didn't have it. So in their mind, I had it. I had to use my mom's name to verify my PayPal. And to this day, because of that, she's banned from PayPal and she can't use it. So this is an adult now. Like, I'm 21. I immensely regret this because like my own mother can't use PayPal because I was an idiot as a kid, like just wanting songs from my favorite artist. After verifying it under her name, I was able to withdraw it, and I either sent the money directly to Googly or they took it off of the price of one buy that I held or something. But regardless, that money he did get back, but it was at the cost of my mom's PayPal. And on top of that, something similar also happened with my cousin with Cash App. So that's two of my family members that are permanently locked out of payment.
I mean, shit, bro. I'm locked out of Cash App too, bro. It's okay, gang. Like that shit ain't a problem.
Methods that most people in the world use.
But PayPal?
Because I was an idiot as a kid, helping people move money that seemed fake but was very real. They can't use it anymore.
Any holder, at least with my experience, that is not paid is definitely paying themselves. I will tell you that firsthand. I definitely took some cookies out of the cookie jar. But, you know, I'm going to come out and say I did buy a couple dinners for me and my girlfriend at the time.
Hey, okay, then, yeah. Hey, look. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Simple as that, bro. Like, what? Come on. Yo, I ain't gonna get mad at you for that, bro. If you take a couple 300, like, what? Get some dinner, bro. Get some dinner.
Come out and say I did buy a couple dinners for me and my girlfriend at the time. But, yeah, my experience aside from, you know, that aspect,
no, TJ, like, I don't know how to, like, I don't know, like, maybe I gotta get a new device, but it's some shit, I don't know, it's something.
I had a Cash
Is this
App,
Adam 22?
Venmo.
Wait, it sound like Adam 22 with the book.
And I was like blacklisted from Venmo and Cash App. And so I had to switch banks, you know, holding for Group Eyes for probably 6 months, if I had to guess. If BTC went down, that would be cap. It was only up until ever so recently that they took into consideration of crypto dropping as cap count.
So eventually, just like anybody would, I got sick of it. As the buys went, and the ones that went more smoothly, I would just start taking little bits at a time to make up for the money that I lost. In the end, it was all going back to the same corrupt guy from stuff that he didn't even have a right to be making money off of. And he was making millions while I was a high school kid who was dishing out hundreds of dollars at a time. At one point when I was younger, my dad had given me $210 to put in a savings account, and I had to empty it in order to pay people.
Damn.
It's a widely accepted fact that Juice WRLD was one of the best freestylers the hip-hop
Yo, what's good, bro?
Encountered.
That's crazy, bro.
Fact that Juice WRLD was one of the best freestylers the hip-hop genre has ever encountered, among artists and fans alike. As of this documentary's release, over 1,000 unique songs by Juice WRLD have been leaked, and a large majority of them were made in the 3-year span between 2017 and 2019. Before I continue, please note that this is all alleged and don't take this for fact. Evidence will be shown for claims, and it is on the viewer's discretion what to make of this.
The fuck you about to say?
Knowing that most of these leaks were as a result of Googly, he must really have been on top of information and fortunate with obtaining music that hasn't been leaked, one might think. Well, in the past maybe, but the sad reality is deeper than you might think, and might shift the paradigm of the community's idea of the label. According to a source not directly in Googly's circle but within his moderation team, was that Googly was in a voice call with a small group of people, close circle and those just outside of it included, and he mentioned a particular detail.
Alright, so this was around April or May 2020, probably in April if I had to guess. I was in a call with some staff members from Juice Hub at the time, and I heard that pretty recently Googly had DM'd a group chat like full of all his boys, like not all the staff in Juice Hub, but like
Yo, I'm scared,
his
bro.
inner circle. And he had said, like, dude, I just got like the best source that we could ever imagine.
GG.
And like
GG.
he literally just asked, what are you guys' grails?
GG.
Like, can you imagine being asked that?
Yo, GG. What do you mean? What
are you guys' grails? Like, can you imagine being asked that? And so, after that, you know, Grail Summer 2020 happened, and, you know, I wasn't in this chat or whatever, but that was kind of the moment, I think, there was, I guess, one night where Googly made a connection that changed everything.
If true, Googly no longer had to look for potential targets who had worked with Juice in the past. After all, he could just source them from one individual. But who exactly was this source?
Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
People come and go in the work world and don't necessarily
Don't
always
say
stick
it.
around. So either Googly was making a large exaggeration, or this had to have been someone very close to Juice, constantly with him, who Juice trusted enough to share all his music with.
No.
Regardless, the Googly statement was taken at face value and it wasn't questioned. Blinded by the excitement,
There was no question. There was no reason to question Googly. There was so many songs to be obtained, and nobody understood the gravity of the situation that would follow years later.
the Googly statement was taken at face value and it wasn't questioned. Blinded by the excitement
I feel like it's over time.
that the group's favorite songs would be heard in full. Googly had everything. This, however, wasn't the full truth, because
Yo, no, like imagine being how old would Googly probably be, like what, 17 or some whatever, I don't know. You telling me you make a random connection, you open up your files, and you just see 1,000 songs. And keep in mind, it is 2020. It is 2020, bro. There's about like what 200 songs leaked at the time, bro. Yo, oh my god, bro.
in multiple instances, Googly would attempt things known as force leaks. Essentially, group buys would have word get out, and in some rare cases, someone with the song being group bought would hear and attempt to prevent Googly from making any money off of it. Two well-known examples of this within the community were for a song named In My Arm and Listen to This If You're Lost, better known as Toxic Humans. In My Arm was a song made for Starfire, Juice's ex, when they dated in 2018. Googly did not have access to this song, but noticed an opportunity when Starfire leaked a song named Whip in the midst of a group buy, a song Googly did actually have. Pretending to continue business as usual, Googly set up a group buy for In My Arm, and Starfire fell for it, leaking the song when in reality...
Oh god, what do you mean? Wait.
But noticed an opportunity when Starfire leaked a song named Whip in the midst of a group buy, a song Googly did actually have. Pretending to continue business as usual, Googly set up a group buy for In My Arm, and Starfire fell for it.
Out of everybody, she sent it to me?
Leaking the song when in reality he didn't have it.
Wait. If it's posted on SoundCloud, the only thing I can ask is that it's a pic of me and Jay. Too many of my songs have been given to someone else. Not this one, please. Damn.
As for Toxic
Humans, she did leak them songs. Yeah, ain't gonna lie.
It was more of a shot in the dark, but nevertheless attempted by bundling the song with one he actually did have to add credibility to the group buy. Now, eventually, Googly did gain access to Toxic Humans, but at that point, he didn't. So, what does this all tie into? Were these one-off songs that were specifically made for someone like In My Arm, or did the source Googly mentioned come into Juice's daily life later than when those songs were made? At the end of the day, the community just wanted the songs and didn't care for how Googly got them. For all they knew, he was just really good at finding and getting into song vaults. And if anyone did wonder, it was anyone's guess. Until...
I'm giving it a bug. You could have made that Until sound a little bit more like scary again. Like, what the fuck?
Finding and getting into song vaults, and if anyone did wonder, it was anyone's guess. Until... Someone noticed a pattern in a lot of the music files that would leak. In the more obvious patterns, some music files would contain ML Mix in the name. This alone wouldn't say much, since a lot of songs also had NM in the name, standing for Nick Mira, a producer who commonly worked with Juice. More subtle patterns, however, would reveal that songs that didn't even have ML Mix in them had a specific file origin. The community had conspiracies that Googly buys songs off of people from within Juice's management in the past, and the idea lived on kind of like a fairy tale that people can choose to believe or not. But who that was a question nobody could prove. What really solidified the community's idea of who it might be were the few instances in which songs were suspiciously bounced. Bouncing is essentially exporting a song from the software used to make it. Take for example a song named Baked Up or Your Mom. Chris Longfilms, Juice's videographer, shared a video of Juice recording the song, which circulated among community members, with Maxlord working on the song in the same room as he was the audio engineer. The video eventually ends up being posted to the wide majority of community members on December 20th, 2023, and the leaked file lists the date that it was exported as December 24th, 2023, only 4 days after the snippet was available publicly. If Googly had access to all songs, he'd likely have it from the very beginning and wouldn't need to bounce anything. So why would the song have that date? Although nothing was clearly 100% incriminating and confounding variables might exist, the evidence at minimum suggests something suspicious, and who is at the center of it? Maxlord, Juice's own audio engineer. And this wasn't just the community's thoughts. Pete, one of Juice's managers, also thought the same, as well as Ski Mask the Slump God, of whom also has his songs engineered by Maxlord.
About the Maxlord situation, we're figuring it out. I'm talking.
Wait, what? I didn't know Ski had a lot of songs engineered by Max as well.
Also has his songs engineered by Maxlord.
About the Maxlord situation, we're figuring it out. I'm talking to Pete and my manager. Something's gonna be done about that. I wish it was different. Yeah, bro. It's not them. It's Maxlord. It's crazy. It's crazy how much Juice did for this nigga. Brung him everywhere. Never made him pay for anything. In free houses, you're getting paid to record songs. You're living in a big ass mansion. You get to do whatever the fuck you want. Free drugs from Juice, and then you go and leak this nigga's whole fucking discography and legacy.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. No, on some real ass shit though. It had to have been like Max Lord slowly giving Googly songs, cause honestly, I feel like it's even more fucked up if Max Lord just automatically was like, oh yeah, you could just have this whole vault of shit. Like, nah, bro. What do you mean, bro?
Money. This nigga has no morals. No morals, bro. That shit. And then that's basically just selling your own legacy, because now nobody's gonna fuck with you in the music business. And it's just like selling your soul for money as much as everybody's done for that nigga. Me on top of that, me too. And his family's rich too. That's another thing. Like, nigga's an idiot, bro. His family, bro. Max Lord's family is rich, nigga. Like,
it's always the rich kids, bro.
No actual reason to do that shit.
It's always the rich kids doing some slimy shit.
Weird ass shit. Yeah, but come on, bro. What was the whole point of you doing music in general then? If you don't care about your own legacy, like, in the music business, then what was the point of you doing music? You know what I mean? Like, if your family's rich, then what the fuck was the point of you doing any of that shit? Just to sell all his music. You know what's crazy? The leaker told me, because I talked to him personally, the leaker told me he spent over $3 million in crypto on Juice WRLD leaks.
Jesus.
$3 million. They bought that song with me and Juice on it, Compromise, for $105,000. It's fucking insane.
Group buy. They're so weird.
$105K, bro. It wasn't even a group buy. It was one nigga that bought it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, one crypto nigga. Insane. Like, my thing is, it's like, bro, you make that much money on crypto. Why the fuck are you even spending that much money on a fucking leaked song? I mean, I guess he's just that rich. He don't give a fuck.
Lies are told every day on the internet, but he believed it due to his 11th Dimension album in 2024 leaking prior to its release, plastered with ML mix on the...
But then, bro, Malik, if that's true though, why would Googly just randomly be like, hey guys, I have the best source of all time before Juice died? I mean, after Juice died, you know what I'm saying?
Album in 2024 told every day on the internet, but he believed...
I mean, I guess he's just that rich. He don't give a fuck.
Lies are told every day on the internet, but he believed it due to his 11th Dimension album in 2024 leaking prior to its release, plastered with ML mix on the file names. Now, the sudden bouncing of songs like Baked Up and Ski's album in 2024 leaking suggests either Maxlord has little to no security on his accounts, or the more likely ongoing corrupt operation of selling music he can get his hands on. As mentioned before, it's easier than ever to prevent hackers from accessing accounts, so why was his name popping up in not only Juice files only he had access to, but as well as other artists? So one may wonder what exactly this information is relevant for in terms of shifting how we see the label. If you found yourself invested in Legends Never Die when it released, you might recall that many complained that it was an album full of leaks.
One thing that was interesting to me at the time, looking back, that I actually never noticed at the time, was that we were all so mad when LND had straight leaks on it, and it never really occurred to anyone, at least that I can remember, that the album songs were all sold in early 2020, if not Grail Summer, weeks before the album. I don't remember exactly when the track list leaked, because if I'm correct, I believe...
Nigga, this do not sound like me, bro. What are you talking about?
I believe Vault of Juice leaked that. But even after the track list leaked, I wasn't part of it. they were still selling songs.
Sorry, what? What the fuck happened?
From the album, and we were buying them. And I just, looking back, like, that was so stupid. And I mean, you could, there's no proof in the pudding here, but I just find it very convenient that all the songs on LND were sold in early to summer 2020, and the leaked tracks.
Bro, see, I niggas watch without me, bro.
Were sold in early to summer 2020, and the leaked track list didn't even have Stay High, Screw Juice, all of these leftovers that I would assume they threw on there at the last minute because everything leaked. So that's just some food for thought, I guess.
MaxLord himself had self-admittedly engineered all but 2 songs on the album, as well as choosing the songs on it. When Googly said he got a source, the time was around April to May 2020, a few months before the release of Legends Never Die. Assuming Googly got MaxLord as a source at the beginning of the month of April 2020, why were so many group buys around that time for songs on the album? In this screenshot, MaxLord says he was working on choosing the songs for the album. Was it a big coincidence that Googly sold the exact songs that were going to be on Legends Never Die, or did Googly know what Max was going to do? Why did Max select songs that were recently leaking? These are all questions to consider, and not to mention, he was threatened by the label in March of 2020, only a month before allegedly partnering with Googly. At what point is a coincidence no longer a coincidence?
If you go out on the street in like LA or somebody, and there's somebody doing the fan stance, on fentanyl, bro, you can't just point the finger on him and like say, yo, he's a fucking drug addict. There's something happened, bro, that made him to be this drug addict. You know what I mean? Like, you never know what people are going through, bro. So, and
yo, Brax, true.
that's the thing with Max. Max is like clearly like not telling everything. So, bro,
That'd be crazy.
I don't know, bro, but I think it's the wrong thing for the community to like just point the finger on one guy and say, bro, you are the one that that leaked everything. You're the one who fucked it up. So,
but just as much as one can speculate that it's indeed MaxLord selling the music, one has to consider his background.
No, that would not even be funny, bro. That would be mind blowing, bro. Like everybody will feel played, bro. That should be crazy.
That it's indeed MaxLord selling the music, one has to consider.
Whoa. Oh, wait. When he says it's indeed MaxLord selling the music, is he saying MaxLord is Googly or MaxLord is selling the music to the leakers?
You're the one who fucked it up. So,
but just as much as one can speculate that it's indeed MaxLord selling the music, one has to consider his background. MaxLord is a very established and well-connected audio engineer and comes from a wealthy family. His parents own millions of dollars in real estate, and while it was mentioned that some producers or engineers would sell the music they made with Juice, it's important to consider their financial situation.
okay, first of all, I think he doesn't need the money. So, that's a weird situation because, like, I know everybody points their finger at MaxLord, but actually, bro, I know, like, I have some infos that, like, he's doing very well, and he will do very well without even making music, like,
we know,
family related. I'm not going too far into it.
We know.
So, for me, it feels weird,
yo,
bro.
Nigga Ghost, what is your grill, bro? Damn. Oh, what is it? Fucking racks or whatever the hell?
I'm not going too far into it. So, for me, it feels weird, bro. Like, bro, it's like, does he get blackmailed? Like, or like, did Grade A piss him off, like, to that
what is the
crazy
Vinci,
point
bro?
that, like, I don't know, bro. Like, it doesn't feel natural that like Maxwell would like go out and like sell it for Bitcoin and like keep selling it for Bitcoin. I think there's like something that like somebody has against him. Maybe if it.
Oh, so he's saying MaxLord. If MaxLord is actually selling the songs, then he doesn't think MaxLord will really do that. So basically, fucking, he think that somebody is blackmailing MaxLord and saying, "Yo, if you don't give me these songs, your career and your life is over." Like, I mean, I guess that could be a good take, but I don't know, bro. Imagine if Max slipped laced pills into juice. All right, chill. Like, what are we talking about?
If it's coming from Maxdot, I don't know like the whole leaker community and how it happened. I know that like they have session projects that clearly are like from Maxlord's PC, but how the fuck it happened and like I don't know if he needs the money, bro. So for me, this situation is super weird. If I would guess,
Bro, I appreciate this guy's take, but really, he's not telling me anything, bro. Like, this nigga probably know nothing really much about Maxor. All he said was Maxor is rich, and Maxor wouldn't do that, bro.
I would put like 50-50 on blackmail or 50 on greed. You know what I mean? If I would do a coin flip. So either it's greed or like blackmail. But like as somebody who was with him and somebody
But what the fuck will Maxor do? What are they gonna blackmail for? Like, what did he do? Like, what?
who chilled with him and actually had conversations with him, bro, I don't know, bro, if he's the villain, I don't know if he's the villain. I actually don't know, bro. And I don't want to believe it too, because he was around with Juice so much and like so many people trust him. Like he had this mobile setup to like record and I
Facts,
know
DJ.
everybody called him in LA to pull up. And bro, it seems weird, bro. I don't know. I give it 50-50, bro. You never know how much greed people have, but you don't know like the situation behind, bro.
Despite this economy of unreleased music generating a lot of illegal income, Maxlord had many reasons not to sell Juice's music or Ski Mask the Slump Gods. For one, he was good friends with Juice, and for two, he's already well off, and relatively, engaging in this trade would only be marginal for him. And for three, he has a reputation of being a skilled engineer, so against all odds, why would he do this? For some time,
Facts,
we
like,
likely won't know, but
bro, like, why are we acting like Maxor couldn't just find somebody else to like do music with? Like, not even just like that long for it, but like, be like, yo, bro, I got this studio open, come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he's worked with other artists before. It's just so weird, bro. Bro, this shit is like, I really wish we have I really wish we had an answer, bro.
understanding Googly's tendencies to instigate and break relationships apart among those he works with, it's likely Maxlord feels pressured to do so by the reason of blackmail.
I hope one day we know, but like from as of right now, we can't. We can't blame one guy or like one situation. There must be something behind it. And I hope we're gonna find out, it's gonna be one of the last things.
Have you ever been approached for songs in the past?
Yes, it happened to me, but like I never had songs. I never had songs. I
It
had
could be the career ending
beats and
information.
stamps and the melodies.
What is career ending, bro? You already cheated on your bitch, bro. You like what else? I don't know, bro. What could Maxor possibly have done, bro?
And bro, the thing was, most of the things.
And it's like, okay, I feel like, bro, let's say Maxor runs out of fucking shit to send, bro. Like, the nigga's probably gonna leak that shit regardless after he's done getting all the songs off you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just delaying the inevitable, bro. We don't blame one guy. We blame Googly and Max. Wait, that's a good point. Is he a pedo or something? I don't know, bro. Generally, go back, listen. Okay.
Now we can't. We can't blame one guy or like one situation. There must be something behind it. And I hope we're gonna find out, it's gonna be one of the last things.
Have you ever been approached for songs in the past?
Yes, it happened to me, but like I never had songs. I never had songs. I had beats and stamps and the melodies. And bro, the thing was, most of the things.
Yo, why you smiling, gang? Stop smiling. Stop smiling.
And bro, the thing was, most of the things were already in loop packs from me, on Selfie. So you could obtain like original Juice WRLD like samples for like 9.99 because they were like in loop packs, and I didn't even know that those songs existed. And like some people came to me for specific beats and put me a price tag on it. The thing is, bro, if you actually know how much producers are getting and stuff, bro, I think I think 99% of the people who got asked a good amount gave it. But not songs, bro. For me personally, not songs. If I had songs, I wouldn't give it out. Really honest. Only if I knew, okay, the party never ends, Deluxe comes out and Grade A says it's over, I would give it out for free. I would put it on SoundCloud under different alias and put it out for free. But when it comes to like buying songs off me, no.
I feel like he capping, but okay, bro.
But beats, melodies, yes, I did it, bro. I did it for sure. I did it in the loop packs, bro. I did it on my cell phone, $9.99, bro. Somebody asked for a beat specifically, yes, I did it, bro. But like, that's the reality, bro. You know what I mean? We never got paid anything. We never get
Yo, that is so fucked up, bro. Like, damn.
paid anything, and we are unsure if anything comes out, bro. You know, the only thing that I know is that K Like a Russian will come out.
That shit not coming out. How do I tell you, bro? This nigga's still waiting. He's like, yes, this is one of the best Juice WRLD songs I have with Juice. But like, yo, that shit, I'm sorry, bro. You never getting paid, bro. Set up a GoFundMe. I'm sorry, bro.
You know, but like Designer,
what the fuck? He said Designer right there.
Still nothing. Like, you know what I mean? And Designer, the melody of Designer was in a loop pack for $9.99. Also, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, most producers take the money because they're like, bro, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of money. Where in my opinion, where it's unethical is when they have full songs or sessions. This is where myself I put like the line. Okay, this is something I would.
Shut your bitch ass up, bro. A nigga offer you 30,000, you giving it to him. You giving it to him. You're giving it, bro. Everybody has a price, buddy. The price gonna pass that line. How do I tell you? It's like, bro, like I appreciate you trying to be like, genuine and honest with us, bro. But it's getting past, gang. Like that's cap. That's cap.
Not sell, but this is something I would release, not under my name, but like on a.
But it's like, bro, Juice made so many songs with so many different producers. It's like not every song is gonna get the chance to get released. You know?
Different alias.
Also, what the fuck is a different alias, bro? Different fucking account? Like, what are you trying to say, bro?
Not under my name, but like on a different alias. If the last album, Party Never Ends Deluxe, drops and this song isn't on there.
Oh, he'd leak it for free. Okay. If Ab had it, he's selling Toxic Humans for 10K. Nah, bro. Probably like 40, 30, bro. Like, what, gang? I'm trying to. Nigga, what? This the only song I have? Bro, what? I'm trying to at least get a head start in life, bro. What
and
do you
we
mean?
all knew it's never gonna come out, and I had the song, I would put it out for free. No group buys, no fucking bullshit, just free. But yeah, I'm guilty also on selling beats and melodies.
What is melodies? What is melodies? Stems? A stem?
One part, I just had it in a pack and on Selfie. In one part, yes, somebody asked me specifically, and yes, I sold it.
Now, group buys are going very slow, and many of the original members are moving on in life, with new ones taking their place.
No.
But it won't ever be.
No.
Original members are moving on in
life.
Oh
God, oh God, Hydro.
Taking their place, but it won't ever be the same.
How do you not know what a melody is? Oh, he's talking about the beat melody. When he says melody, I'm thinking of like, oh, it's just Juice humming, trying to find a melody. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Repeat donators would think to themselves, what's the point of donating when most of the songs are being passed among the same group of members and they eventually leak? With the crypto goats taking the front stage of the community and Googly taking a step back from the limelight, it's likely that this thought is exactly what Googly wanted in the community. After all, he did want to be known as the only reputable source, and if a song leaked, the crypto goats would pay him more for another song, and even if a song didn't leak, people would only pay if the group buy was run by or endorsed by Googly. Regardless, at a certain point, the supply has to reach a low point, and the question of whether to stop or to get creative comes up. For now, he decided to stop and think. Meanwhile, the community got creative.
I'm Sharkies.
Yo, Sharky, shout me out. What are you talking about, gang? I want to know what session I'm waiting on. What session, bro?
Meanwhile, the community got created.
Alright. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Alright, bro.
I'm Sharkies. I run Footage Hub. Friends with Chris Long. I've been doing group buys and footage, basically posting footage for the community.
It was flaming Sharkies when the doc was live. Why?
So basically, the footage I deal with is what Chris Long spent his
I mean, yeah, niggas always hated Sharkies. I ain't gonna lie.
The footage I deal with is what Chris Long spent the 2 years of his life recording Juice, and me and him became friends. So I started, buying footage off him for the community, and I just post it, run the social medias, and just make sure the community is always enjoying new Juice WRLD media. So I do.
Bro, it's like, bro, yes, Sharkies had, like, yes, niggas hate Sharkies for whatever the fuck he did, bro, but, like, at least the nigga actually gave a shit, bro. He gave us footage. He wasn't on no fuck. Okay, I might be speaking on my ass, but he wasn't on no googly shit, bro. Like, come on.
As well to make some money so I could provide more stuff, run the social medias, and just make sure the community is always enjoying new Juice WRLD media. So I do sell footage as well to make some money so I could provide more stuff to the community as well. But yeah, I tease stuff on, like, I run the TikTok and YouTube, so I'll post short TikToks of, like, unseen clips on Twitter as well. Honestly, it impacted it more than I thought it would, because when I first
I miss Sharkies, bro. I miss Sharkies, bro. Like, Sharkies got such a calming voice, bro. Like, damn, bro.
But honestly, it impacted it more than I thought it would, because when I first bought footage, April of 2025, it was of the song Time, and that song wasn't
What song did he send it to you? Probably the time you had to mute stream for it? I don't remember again. I don't even think I listened to it. What do you mean? I don't remember again. You gonna have to find a clip.
Previewed for 5 years.
You gonna have to find. I don't even know.
It hasn't been previewed for 5 years. I was the first person.
Sharkies just made me feel like everything gonna be okay. Oh god.
For 5
Facts,
years
bro.
before. It hasn't been previewed for 5 years. I was the first person to preview that song, and then a month later, the actual song ended up being sold, and the same sequence kept repeating. I would preview footage.
That part was so peak, bro. Footage. We get the footage and then the song. The footage and then the song. Like, oh my god.
The song would get sold, and now fast forward to this year, every footage that I basically bought of a song.
He made us all feel safe.
Now the community gets to enjoy the footage and the music.
Yeah, honestly, might have been Dirt Bike
together. When I first started, I built up a nice client base that have been returning to me, where I sell them footage, and usually the crypto people that buy the songs aren't interested in it. That was a problem at first. It was basically I would preview something, and then they didn't really like what I was doing with the footage. I don't really understand why. I guess Googly or whoever was mad, but at the beginning it was a little hard to sell stuff because of what people were spreading. But now that the scammers and everyone is gone, it's been pretty nice.
Scammers gone. Yeah, that was back then, bro. Like the fuck, bro. God, well, yo, Sharkies, when did he interview you? This had to be like 4 months ago, bro.
Yeah, so I'm able to sell footage way easier now.
Evidently, these footage sales and leaks complicated the plans of sellers, and the supply ran shorter and shorter, even with songs that were once completely unknown to the public. That might have been personal keepsakes for Googly. Clearly, the source of income that has been feeding Googly for almost 7 years is starting to shrivel up. Like buying Pokemon cards or celebrity autographs off of eBay, you need to know what to look for, and even then, sometimes a chance has to be taken in hopes of receiving the real thing you were trying to buy.
No way niggas fake Pokemon cards. What? They make fake Pokemon cards, bro?
As with any falsifiable good, scams will exist, and unreleased music is no stranger to that aspect of business. Over time in the community, it should be obvious that Googly was trying to set his reputation as the person to go to when buying, and that there would be a high chance of being scammed if the sale was not through him.
Yo, I gotta pee, bro.
This was true for the time being. There were many members of the community that would fake having
I gotta pee, bro.
Mix and master snippets of songs and advertise them for sale as if they genuinely had those songs. And people would fall for this, but soon the scam was harder to pull off when buyers knew to only believe snippets with portions not included in any currently available snippets.
I gotta pee, bro.
Or in other words, parts of the song
hold
that
it.
leaked yet.
I've been holding my pee. Nigga, go pee. The fuck? Yo, everybody go pee right now, gang. Like, what are y'all niggas on about, bro?
Snippets. or in other words, parts of the song that weren't leaked yet. Without a real chance to scam, some would get creative and buy sessions.
That ass,
way,
bro.
Not only could they potentially extend a well-remastered snippet with unused vocals from a completely different song, but could also create a completely new song with the session that has yet to leak. This is what's called a stem edit, which was briefly mentioned earlier, where unused vocals are made into a completely separate song without
Crazy.
the approval or guidance
Fucking
of the
crazy,
artist or their
bro.
team.
It also kind of sucks because sometimes people who are holding unreleased songs would post clips of stem edits, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is a new song," and it just tricked everyone. And sometimes they'd pay a ridiculous price only for it to just be a stem edit.
Like, yo, that's insane, bro.
Depending on the skill of the person who made the song and the vocals' compatibility
Yo,
with each
chill,
other,
chill,
some
bro,
songs
chill.
would be more believable while others not so much, and the believable ones genuinely sound
Wait,
like
he
real.
make the news? Yeah, bro.
But an even
Never
larger
mind, bro.
problem presents itself
Never
as
mind.
AI gets
Call him what you
better and
want.
better. Since its introduction, this opened up the floor for scammers to create their own completely new songs, or again,
V-Loan.
remaster snippets and
V-Loan.
extend them, all to create
V-Loan.
the facade that
Nigga
the
said
buyer has a
Rello.
chance to buy the song. And like before, this fooled some individuals, including Aiden Ross.
I paid $200,000.
What?
Before, this fooled some individuals, including Aiden Ross.
I paid $200,000 for an unreleased song. It was AI. I got scammed for $200,000 buying an.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? Wait, what? Yo, you telling me it was that easy, gang? Oh my god, I should have thought of this first. Yo, Aiden, sue them, bro. Sue. What do you mean, bro? 200K?
It was AI.
Why would he even buy a song for 200K, bro? Nigga grilling fucking outer space. This nigga paying 200K for outer space, bro.
I got scammed for $200,000 buying an AI song.
But the reward of more publicity was greater in the eyes of many internet celebrities, and likely
It is said that Aiden Ross also bought Community Girl Call Me Whenever from Googly, but never publicly played it. For both Designer and Call Me Whenever, Googly had double sold it without.
Lucky 4K, Aiden Ross would also dabble in Juice WRLD's Unreleased.
Nah, cause y'all wanna be on my dick. That's my shit. The fuck on my dick, bro.
Your shit, yo, Aiden. Like, it's just, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It pissed me off like that though, cause I know Aiden don't fuck with Juice more than me, bro. Give me that shit. The fuck?
Fuck Ed and Ross, bro, for Designer, bro. And bro,
Oh my god, I know he was I know he was pissed. This is a song that he produced. Then a random ass streamer pull up with your. Oh my gosh.
you know what I hate, bro? He can have the song, but I saw TikTok where he said, "This is my shit, bro. You motherfucker, bro. I made this in my fucking room, bro, at my mom's place."
Damn.
Stupid ass clown, bro. So fuck Ed and Ross and everybody who thinks like, yo, that's my shit, bro. Because like you got some data from Googly, bro. Go suck his dick, bro.
Now, Googly never had to use these tactics because at one point he had so much music to sell, and it wouldn't make sense to risk his reputation. And if he were to do it, tactics like these would amount to a reputational disaster where the empire he built would crumble in seconds if something like that were to come to light. By not doing such things, he managed to maintain his influence and business for almost 7 years. Until...
Bro, you gotta fix that shit, bro. Who told you that shit was hard, gang? Until. Like, come on, bro.
Influence and business for almost 7 years. Until... It's mid-May 2025. A member in Googly's current close circle...
Oh shit! Okay, now we actually gonna get the yeah.
Named D&D8 or Alex.
That's not
previously
hard.
Been associated with helping various leakers like Lucky 4K in aspects such as group buys and in general selling music. Came online as usual.
I'm hard.
He
Okay.
receives a message from Folder. It's a bunch of AI mastering plugins he had previously asked for, and he downloads it to use it. He continues on with his day discussing
Just figuring this out. Sharky's is for real sending this nigga 10 bands. Don't know what the move is here because the kid said he's down to send the bread to me. Who is this supposed to be?
And he downloads it to use it. He continues on with his day discussing strategies to make more money with Googly before going to sleep.
I mean, is this nigga, bro, is Max Sword even on the media? Also, my fault for pausing. I know this shit is intense right now.
He had previously asked for. And
Oh,
he
okay,
downloads
okay.
it to use it. He continues on with his day discussing strategies to make more money with Googly before going to sleep. Unknown to him was that what he downloaded was the straw that broke the camel's back. One of those plugins he had downloaded were bound with a rat, and now Folder and well-known X-Page DLI4 had access to his computer.
These two formed a persona John metadata. Oh fuck.
Being in Googly's circle, the original goal of ratting DND8 was to obtain the songs they might have been withholding from the community that Googly and him might have potentially shared, like in 2020 with Baller Davis 3. And some songs were there. They held on to them and kept a low profile, but lost connection to DND8's computer, so they rat him again. The songs end up in the hands of someone we'll call M, and DND8 finds out that the same songs he has are in the hands of M.
Bro, this was near like January or some shit, wasn't it?
Paranoid, he asks.
Hold on.
Finds out that the same songs he has are in the hands of M.
Nah, they outplay Googly, bro. That's funny as shit.
Paranoid, he asks ChatGPT what possibly could have happened, hoping that he wasn't hit with a rat. ChatGPT mentions plugins, and DND8 makes the connection. Who usually sends him plugins? Folder. He quickly runs a malware scan and finds that one of the plugins was in fact malware. He tells his friend circle with Googly, and they
moved every juice related thing to an external just
panic. Nevertheless,
they have a 90%. There's a 90% chance they have it all. Dude, you need to clear your comp. Oh, that's not even Googly. This is, dude, you need to clear your comp and delete everything right now. Oh my god.
Bless, the community didn't know of this, and aside from some songs leaking,
who screenshotted this?
Nothing really happened, but Googly was still frantic.
Oh my god, this was November. They had this shit for a month, bro.
Time went by and DND8...
Nah, this wasn't even when it happened. This was like the start, but bro, they had it for like a month and didn't say shit.
And the crew thought all was good, but what DND8 did was just delete the file and not the malware. DLI and Folder, keeping a close eye on the messages over time, found what was beyond what anyone would have ever expected from Googly.
So listen.
Oh wait, no, am I tripping? These screenshots are probably because he hacked them, so he probably has his Discord and shit, no?
The nigga high's friend.
Voice of Googly. What do you mean voice of Googly? This is Googly?
Found what was beyond what anyone would have ever expected from
Yo, Merc. Just watched your Life's a Mess reaction. I hope you enjoyed, Dressler. Yo, is this Googly? He probably does, Ghost.
So listen, the nigga high's friend copped this OG file, WAV, right? But I don't want to send Daniels because it's too sus. So what I'm gonna have you do is you got
it's a Discord recording audio? Oh my god.
File.
One would have ever expected from Googly.
So listen, the nigga high's friend copped this OG file, WAV, right? But I don't want to send Daniels because it's too sus. So what I'm gonna have you do is you got the session. I need you to go in and bounce like 3 day or let's say like 5
I was never doing
days
a Shay
after,
shit. Who said that?
right? And I need you to bounce it like 5 days after. I need you to fake the file, okay? And as long as you got the presets and you can make it sound legit, it needs to be a legit WAV.
Because I did not know this shit was 2 hours.
As long as you got the presets and you can make it sound legit, it needs to be a legit WAV, like how Max would have bounced it, the OG song, no effects, no nothing, just how it is, the real song, okay? I just need it 5 days later on like a fake WAV type shit. So run that, and then I'm gonna send you a couple hundred from the sale.
I don't know, TG.
I didn't get, like, I got a crazy amount for an OG file, but I didn't get no crazy like 2010 bands or something like that. You know what I mean? So
This is tomorrow morning. This is Googly telling somebody what to do.
I need you to do that first thing in the morning. I stalled high. I said my hard drive corrupted. I'll get it to you tomorrow morning. You got to do that for me. If I'm awake, hit me in the GC. I might be awake. Okay. and we can call and run it together. But I need you to do that tomorrow, please.
Messages were downloaded containing elaborate techniques and plans on how to scam their frequent buyers and the loyal community. Now, Googly had built a reputation so strong that even if something sounded off about a song, his word was paramount, and if he said a song was real production by Juice or Juice's team, it wouldn't be questioned. So soon, this would catch the public wind and everyone found out who Googly and his team truly were. To squeeze every last penny they could, they would cut vocals out of sessions and sell them, giving the unknowing buyer an incomplete folder of files. Using these cut vocals, they would create entirely new songs to pass off as real productions, and nobody would know because the vocals didn't exist in the already sold folder. They would create fake alternate mixes to songs. They would use AI to mix vocal outtakes, would double sell, and the list went.
Wait, oh my god, what do you mean AI? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What song do we cook from Reach? Purple Rain? Oh my god.
Exist in the already sold folder. They would create fake alternate mixes to songs. They would use AI to mix vocal outtakes.
That's facts,
double
Malik.
sell, and the list went on.
Alright, so the thing is that Googly didn't have any plugins or anything. You could see him, like, there's, in the Googly files, there's, like, screenshots of him in some session files. Like, there's the Rack session file, there was Facade, Smith & Wesson, but he didn't have any of the plugins. Like, you could tell he didn't, there were some where you could tell he didn't even click the button to find all the, like, the actual vocal takes. He had no clue how to use that program. He bought it, like, there's him talking about buying it, and he's being very, like, I don't want to buy this, I don't want to buy this, blah, blah, blah. And then he gets it. But he had no clue what he was doing. He just did it because he had the sessions for these songs. Like, that's really what it was. He probably just, like, loaded up the takes, heard what it was, and then was like, hey, make this a fake V1, and we'll flip it for 30 bands.
Okay, story time. There was this one song that was being group bought, and I believe one of the holders of the song that I...
Yo, chill with that poster. Chill on the poster. Chill on the poster. Bro, it's already been here for mad long. If niggas want to find the fucking screen messages, Discord messages, bro, it's in the file that they dropped in the Part Never Ends, or go to the video, bro.
Said, hey, do you think you could remaster or master these tracks? See, the thing is with a lot of these unreleased songs was that they not always have the best sound quality. And there was a team of engineers that would master these songs for the people in the community so we could get the best possible sound out of them. And someone who seemed to be holding the song before it leaked to the public came to me and asked, like, hey, do you think you could master this song? So I was like, yeah, sure. And I did what I do.
Yeah, I know, he's like the founder. He's the founder. But what stems did he ever make, though? Like, did he make any, like, good-ass stems?
And sent the mastered file over to him, and that was that. I didn't really expect anything much of it.
Jowie in the JuiceCom, aka High. I bought the music because I really enjoy, you know, the music that he makes. It wasn't just to make money, but I mean, that was also a part of it, I guess. I think Google...
He made that shit? Mama told me no to the pastor. That shit do not matter. I don't know if I get fatter. I'm a foreign bro. Whatever stem edit, whatever section that shit came from, bro. I need to hear the original, bro. Like, that flow Juice was on was just fucking crazy. Like what a waste to put it on some fucking what's it called, bro? Some island ass beat, bro. Like, what is that shit, bro?
Lee himself said that it was like around almost 200,000. Yeah, it's like.
Bro, does anybody have the original? Because I would love to hear that, bro. Tropical is beat, exactly. The fucking Tropical, bro.
That it was like around almost 200,000. Yeah, it's like trust.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I mean, that was also a part of it, I guess. I think Googly himself said that it was like around almost 200,000. Yeah, it's like trusting somebody you would buy stuff from in like real life, you know, a reputable seller of clothes, for example, and you know, you expect them to be authentic and legit, and then it ends up being fake. Nah, I wasn't ever told that. I was told that they were unbounced at most, and then he started selling me unbounced stuff without even the sessions included. He would just give me a bounce, and then it would end up not even being a fucking real thing. It sucks, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's at the end of the day, obviously he doesn't really care about any of the fucking people that he sold stuff to. He just cared about making money off of Juice, and obviously people that he made think that they had a friendship with him, although they obviously didn't.
There was one particular group that I had donated a lot of money to. It was advertised as a 2-verse completed song, and what it actually was it was a hook only song, and they had bounced the verses from the session, so it was like essentially a session edit disguised as a 2-verse completed song. And he was even like
wait, how did Joey scam?
Seller of it, which was like directly related to Google. He was even gonna sell me a OG file for it when I asked, which I didn't end up buying, but obviously we now know that would have been a fake file that they like crafted.
They wanted whatever they could get at the expense of Juice's legacy.
Nick Mira, the fuck is he live for? Like on YouTube, he usually be doing that shit, don't he?
If this had never come to light, songs interpreted as real but never were would forever be known as something Juice made. The overall community typically did not care over the years about controversies with Googly and his team, as it typically brought more leaks for everyone and the events were minor. But when the only reputable source can no longer be trusted doing the exact scams he warned everyone about, is when his entire foundation toppled. All because of greed.
And to Googly, bro, if you're watching, karma will get you. And that's all I have to say.
Hence, with so many years of successfully running the community, obtaining songs through hacks and other methods, being at the forefront of the community and behind the scenes, the story of Googly's strong presence ends in a way that's beautifully poetic.
Yeah, that shit is not over yet, bro. Like, look, I know you gotta put like a happy ending to the story and shit for the documentary, but nigga, this shit is still cooked, bro. What do you mean the future? Why you have heavenly sounds in my ears?
In a way that's beautiful.
This shit is still cooked. We just got scammed. Gotta be quiet. I gotta be quiet. We just got scammed, bro. We could have got Glow Lemon. We could have got Starter Show, nigga. We just got scammed by a random nigga that called Strives. He just randomly gave us fucking Toxic Humans. Who the fuck is that? Tell me, bro. Explain.
So, what's in it for the future? We can classify 3 different lenses to view everything. The members themselves, the Juice Leak community as a whole, as well as the Leak community in general for all artists. For all artists, while unleaked music may become more difficult to obtain as time goes on with improving cybersecurity, the economy will never die. It will continue to live with the fire being fueled by lack of care and security, greed, and by corrupt sources from within the process. Like any other illegal black market, there is a financial incentive for those capable of hacking to keep turning profits and chasing internet social status. For labels, they evidently don't do enough to try to prevent and mitigate these issues. What
the fuck? Yo, DJ Scheme posted this December 1st, 2020, bro.
Evidently don't do enough to try to prevent and mitigate these issues.
Yeah, I think it's not. It's more about the label, bro. But to be honest, bro, I don't know what Grade A is doing. Bro, myself got informed 2 days ago from a random fucking Telegram channel that K Like a Russian paperwork is done somewhere. Bro, I don't even have it, bro. I don't even know what the labels are doing, bro. To be honest, like, bro, labels are the trashiest thing at the moment, bro. Like 2026, bro, the labels are trash. I don't know, bro, but it's good. It's not gonna sustain like this, you know. There's gonna be a revolution of some kind or some shit, because like they doing bullshit, bro. They're not serving the fans, definitely not, you know.
And in the case of an artist like Juice WRLD, Mac Miller, PNB Rock, XXXTentacion, MF Doom, or even artists that are still alive, there will always be a willing buyer, even if they realize they fuel this criminal.
I feel like now y'all niggas just fucking finding anybody to point fingers at, bro. Grade A did not cause all of this, bro. Like, what the fuck? No, Grade A did not cause all of this, bro. What are you talking about, gang? These niggas single-handedly chose to do everything, bro.
Economy. Despite the community's toxicity, as is usual.
Googly was Googly that, bro. Fuck no. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. What do you mean?
In many online communities.
Yeah, I know that.
Passions
Bro, that's why I seen Pete with fucking Kanye West on Playboy Max Stream. I'm like, what the fuck?
Prospered and people's true colors shined.
Community was like, hey, this guy's really good at making instrumentals. And that's really my big introduction into the community, and really the rest is history. I started getting into mixing and mastering and more making beats.
So making beats. Like, yo.
Getting into mixing and mastering and more making beats.
Yo, okay, nah. What was that? What was that, gang? Like,
the rest is history. I started getting into mixing and mastering and more making beats. So, yeah, and more time went on, I had a bigger and bigger passion for the things that I was doing. And it got
how was that homophobic, bro? I'm just saying, what the fuck was that, bro? The nigga's not even gay, bro. Like, what? Why are you assuming that, Grayscale? The leak start before grade A became horrible. Also, Googly, bro. Okay, bro.
For the things that I was doing, and it got to a point where it was every day of my life. Like, every day I'd be at my computer, either mixing a song, making a beat, and it got to the point where I was like, hey, since I'm getting pretty good at this, why don't I go to school for it? And now I study audio technology and the music business over at my university, which is really cool. And I'd say the unreleased, leaking songs community.
Yo, he's talking in a normal voice, bro.
And in me going in this field.
Aww.
There's a lot of local artists.
Oh, yo, nigga, what you want me to do? You want me to kiss him, bro? Damn, bro. Like, the fuck? This nigga's not gay. Shit. Now my headphones not working.
Which is really cool. And I'd say the unreleased
Mommy ASMR
leaking songs community definitely had a big hand in me going in this field. There's a lot of local artists down here that I have mixed and mastered for, who have loved a lot of the stuff that I did.
I bet they did.
My Instagram handle for all of my mixing and mastering,
production,
that kind of thing.
Oh, Cyrus getting sleepy.
Is XO.
Alright, now you trying to promo and shit, bro.
Marky_.
Hey, this is Jacob. You can find me on Spotify and Instagram.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm under Jacob as well. On Instagram, it's at JacobReal.
Alright, bro.
A couple names that I work with are Danny.
Alright, bro. So is the ending to this just everybody being like, yo, bro, yo, this is my channel, man. Follow me, gang.
Wolf, Carlton McDowell, Side Piece, Payne the Alien. Man,
this dude in Sharkies could talk me to sleep.
He basically built my entire catalog.
So
Payne the
cute.
Alien, man. He's something else with those beats. The way that he impacted others is a way that I want to impact others too. Because you can hear it in the music, you can see it in the fans.
Mary, is this when you started shedding a tear, bro?
In his stream numbers after all these years that he's died, like how many lives he's impacted. It's crazy. It really is crazy. And I want to be able to leave my mark like he did. His leaks, they definitely did inspire me with the music for sure.
What are you asking me? Oh my god, y'all about to piss me off, bro. Yo, bro. Oh my god, y'all about to piss me off. Yo, bro, what is this bullshit? Nigga, of course I'm away. I'm not gonna get off this shit. Who the fuck is this?
I'm the CEO and founder of Beetle. Yeah, it's a beat marketplace with a few extra features. Artists can go on there and review other people's music or beats to gain some in-app currency. They can once they gain that in-app currency, they can use it to buy other producers' beats.
Alright,
and then producers can then put out a bounty with that in-app currency to gain feedback. It's basically kind of a feedback for beats kind of loop. And then, among other features like beat wars and all sorts of competitions and prizes and whatnot. I do software development and music.
Yo, nigga, look at the camera, bro. Like, what? I'm gonna go watch porn. But yo, don't go in here, bro. Chill, bro. Give me a second.
Engineering, mix and mastering, all that kind of stuff. I have a recording studio in my house. I got friends that come over and few clients and come and record, and make some bangers. It kind of started as just a play around. Like I was still learning. I didn't really know how to do much. Typical using
Yo, why is it not letting me 2x speed, bro?
like presets that I found online or pre-cracked software, that kind of stuff. And then slowly over time
Yo, it's
started
not letting
learning
me, bro.
stuff and
It's not letting me, bro.
got to where I am now. I wouldn't have done any
Oh
of
my
this
god.
drop,
Oh my. Thank you, Lord.
release drop, the moment it came out. And then once I started diving into sessions and like, oh, this is really cool, and got to see how the music was made.
Like, bro, they have niggas talking about bullshit like on here, bro.
For Juice WRLD's community, the supply of songs is running shorter and shorter with every month that passes. The main seller, Googly, who had been the king of Juice WRLD leaks, had his mask finally fall
Niggas said
off,
karma for trying to
stepping
two
over the
songs.
line
Alright,
he
bro.
should have been far away from. It's obvious that while preaching community bonding, a large motivator of his was money. Whatever your opinion is, Googly objectively offended not only Juice, but the very hand that fed him. Eventually, people will have to accept the fact that Juice is no longer with us, and what we have is what we have. The party must end eventually.
Are you serious? These are the credits? Oh shit, there's more. Yo, where my special thanks at, bro? Where my shout out? Where my shout out? Special thanks Abnormal. Special thanks Abnormal gang. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Special thanks Abnormal. Abnormal. Special thanks to Abnormal. Special thanks to Abnormal. Special thanks to Abnormal. Special thanks to Abnormal. The situation with leaks and unreleased music will be one that is forever debated. On one side, if a song never sees the light of day, the art is lost and serves no purpose. On the other side, a song may not be meant to release, and it should be considered an invasion of the artist's privacy or theft. Damn, your shit is crashed out. I know, bro. I know, TJ. I know. Wherever your opinion may land, the story of Juice WRLD is one that is bittersweet, and it demonstrates how impactful leaks are. Not only on the can't hear you, bro. Shut your bitch ass up. Not only on the legacy of the artist, but also those who listen to them. We as fans of whichever artist often consider that artist's discography as the sole component of their legacy, forgetting that we as listeners are responsible too. Nigga, let me read. After all, music is like beauty, and the power to call a song beautiful rests in the ear of the beholder. I just read shit. I don't even understand it. W speech. W speech. W speech. I would like to extend a thank you to these individuals. Where's Abnormal? Abnormal. 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 Oh, Cairo almost got in. Merc? Is this actually the real Merc? Nigga, is that his Discord name? Oh, Merc? No way. Let me see right now. No way Merc made it. No way Merc made it, bro. Yo, Merc made it. What the fuck? Yo, Merc, that ass made it. Yo, that's fire. What the hell, bro? Oh, wow, world. Okay. And Abnormal. Special thanks to Abnormal. Very, very, very special thanks to Abnormal. Alright. So I go by. Alright. Are these just people who fucking just started doing shit because of Juice? Who are you? Nigga, who, bro, what is this? I just pre-ordered GTA. Alright, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. What did Merc do? I don't know, bro. He probably provided screenshots. Gray deserved it more than Ab? What the fuck did Gray do? Oh yeah, the cover arts. Yo, W people, bro. The people who make cover arts, bro, y'all the one, bro. Y'all the one, bro. Just a few days before this documentary release, on June 19, 2026, a group buy was held. A pack of songs started to show a glow limit featuring Chief Keef were being sold for $20,000. The seller, a member named Strives, claimed to have been the one who leaked anticipated. Wait, he claimed, didn't he do it? And the community found that as enough evidence of credibility, not knowing that when a song is about to leak, it often passes among members for a cheap price. before it eventually leaks. In the community, to encourage donations, sometimes members will be told to do either ridiculous or disgusting things. Oh god. Oh god. So what if it was Merc's idea to add Ab? Okay, buddy. Hold on. Nah, that would be ultimate plot twist, bro. What the fuck? Hold on, wait. Gootly had done some of these himself, such as asking 30 members to send videos of their mothers saying the phrase "Shout out Juice Hub, shout out Water." What? To leak a song when the song's group buy was failing to reach its goal. Another example from a group buy goat includes him goading the group buy if someone went to shave their head, and one even resulted in someone defecating in their parents' bed for their. What do you mean defecating? What the fuck is that? For the song "Life's a Dungeon." Strives would attempt the same and encourage not only someone to eat a toxic laundry detergent pod, but also another member to have intercourse with his girlfriend on camera, despite her refusing multiple times. He pooped on his what? Strives would end up taking the funds and running away without fulfilling his end of the promise. He scammed the community out of $18,000 at a time where nobody knows who to trust. Not even Googly's closest friend, even he was snaked. The community has become a dark place and is reaching its end. Shut the fuck up, don't say that shit.
Even after once they leak like what?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Even after once they leak like what? 50 on maybe.
Oh my god.
I'm still sitting on.
Who's stealing your stuff?
Actually, I think I've seen this before. I've seen this before.
Damn.
And it's funny because all the people that threaten to hack and leak, them the ones that claim they're the biggest fans. I'm like, how is you a fan?
Dang.
That don't make you a fan. Like, what?
Oh, that's true, sir. That was just
Bro,
too disgusting.
What do you think if like the fucking crazy man will...
Yo, they had a good ass conversation, bro. This nigga love talking to him, bro.
Bro,
he's so happy somebody wanted to know how he feel, bro.
what do you think if like the fucking crazy man would win World War II, bro? Like, you know, what is this question, bro? What if, bro? The reality is, it happened, bro. It happened. We're living right now here. It happened. We can't change anything. We can't change it, bro. Like, why should we go in a different scenario? You know what I mean? Like, bro, what if, like, you know, fucking, I don't know, bro, World War III started and this and that, bro. Bro, what if, bro? We can't change it, bro. It just happened, you know? And the legacy that, like, the thing is clearly, like, we can change it. We can change the community, though, how they react. I think if I go on Discord and go on the community, on a Discord, I think the community is, like, childish. It's, like, too much, bro. You know, too much is going on, too much, like, I know, like, you know, memes and Jews and black people, they make the Discord is crazy, bro.
Memes, juice, and black people. What?
Make it like a better place, you know, then the legacy will be better. But if you go to the biggest channels on Discord about Juice World, and it's like memes about Jews and black people and this people and that people and Max Lord and grade A and fucking all the other people, bro. I don't know if it makes a good impression, to be honest, on the legacy, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro, but like you gotta realize, gang, there's obviously different sides of every community, bro.
Because the legacy are we now, like the listeners, like the people who enjoy that, like post and make threads and make documentaries, like you, bro. It must be like a more positive place, bro. And right now, bro, it is not, bro. And I think you can confirm that, bro. You can confirm that if you go on like any channel, bro. I think we are the ones that are fucking it up right now, bro. We are the ones. So do better, bro.
We? What do you mean we?
We should do better. You know what I mean? We all clown. We all make jokes all day. We love him. I know everybody loves him, like, you know, but like at the end of the day, we are the ones who like direct, you know, the legacy, and we're doing it wrong. Making it a dark place. Make it a place of love, bro. Make it a place of appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the art. share the leaks. Okay, share the leaks. Say what is the favorite song. Share the memories. Like share what happened if you when you listen to the song for the first time. But like make it a better place, brother.
Damn. 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 Now. Ah. 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 Okay, my boy got 2.40K. 2.4K. Font choice is interesting. Damn, bro. This was a good documentary, gang. This was really a good documentary, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit, bro. Wow. Honestly, bro, like I genuinely enjoyed that shit, bro. It didn't even feel like 2 hours, bro. It didn't even feel like watching a movie, bro. That shit was just like, and it was so good because like, bro, obviously a nigga wasn't fucking here in the community back then. You know what I'm saying? To where I knew everything that was going on, bro. So to even to see the information, to see the rise of Googly, that shit was fire, bro. Nobody said Shay. Stop saying Shay, bro. Who the fuck is Shay? Like, nah, real shit though. It did feel like 2 hours for you, bro. What the hell? Crazy to think that we're never getting all the songs about. Yo, shut up. Nobody said who. The end is not near. The end is not near, bro. We go to the point never ends right now. Somebody dropping some shit. What is you talking about, gang? The end is not near, bro. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Look at that. Look at that footage of new footage. Where's the new footage, boy? The end is not here. Oh. Okay. But look, bro. The shit was a W video, bro. Generally, gang. 8 out of 10. I would say like 8.5 out of 10 documentary, bro.